Good evening from Centennial High School. Welcome to the season opening prep football game of the week featuring the Golden Hawks and the East High Blades on CNNSI Channel 31 and Digital Channel 106. I'm Mark Heffernan along with Brian Adams.
Yeah, Mark, we're starting our first game of the season here. Double days are over. You had your practice game. Now it's time for the big boys to play.
The second year for you and me together.
Yeah, and we had a good year last year. You kind of carried me, and I'm hoping I can help you out this year.
Well, Centennial's blessed with a lot of running backs and a great linebacker core. Justin Seeley is their main player. In fact, he can play about 3 or 4 positions. East High has Paul Padilla back at quarterback, Britt Mooney at running back, and a couple of huge offensive and defensive linemen.
Yeah, Centennial's going to come out tonight, and they're going to run the ball and try to control the clock. And on defense, they're going to be anchored by Justin Seeley, and he's the man this year as a linebacker, being recruited heavily by almost every school in the country. And on East High, Paul Padilla is the quarterback, and he's going to be the one to make it happen for him tonight.
It's Centennial East tonight on CNNSI Channel 31 and Digital Channel 106.
Change my online service. They're all the same.
This is better.
Prove it.
How would you like to try Roadrunner high-speed online side by side with your current online service?
Dude, let's do it.
See how fast Roadrunner delivers sports and music with just a click of a button. You have 30 days to decide if Roadrunner is for you. If not, you haven't risked a thing.
No risk is good.
Call now and ask how you can get Roadrunner installed for as low as $49.95.
Olympic boxing. This September during the Sydney 2000 Games. Watch CNBC, the home of Olympic boxing. Only CNBC has non-stop boxing action nightly from 5 to 7 Eastern and Pacific. So don't miss a punch. It's all part of the complete Olympics on NBC, CNBC, and MSNBC.
Three-Way Chevrolet is a proud sponsor of exclusive Olympic coverage on CNBC.
Out of plus, good evening from Centennial High School. Welcome to the debut of the Prep Football Game of the Week for the year 2000 on CNNSI, Time Warner Cable Channel 41 this year, and Digital Channel 106. Mark Heffernan with Brian Adams.
How you doing this evening, Mark?
Very good. How are you?
Well, I'm doing good.
Kind of a warm, balmy, late summer, early fall evening.
Oh, yeah, this is just beautiful football weather right here. Nice Friday evening in Bakersfield, and have 2 teams that both place first in their respective leagues, so it should be a good one.
And we were at one of my favorite stadiums to do a football game, Centennial High School. It's always somewhat of a carnival-like atmosphere here with balloons and the whole thing. The band plays at halftime, and the Golden Hawks just bringing the crowd. Travis Garner is at the quarterback this year for Centennial Senior. Had to wait his time until Sean Alexander graduated. Sean was the Offensive Player of the Year in the Southwest December League the last 2 seasons. Also a fine baseball player. Garner is also an outstanding baseball player. We have Justin Seeley, who can play really just about any position on the football field. You see him at linebacker, sometimes at fullback, and at tight end. Centennial blessed with an outstanding offensive line again this year. And we talked about the fact they're loaded at running back and also at linebacker.
Yeah, and I think the running game is going to have to sustain them early on in the year until the new quarterback gets his feet under.
On a split back formation. Number 24, the ball carrier for Centennial. That is Darren Hillebrand, who had a fine season last year for the Golden Hawks. He'll be joined by Joe Cooper, 41 in the backfield. Travis Garner, 15 as a quarterback. Nick Seeley's 84 is the tight end. He's 6'3", 235. Liner Jake Earl, 6'4", 245. Pete Beagley, 6'1", 250. They're 64, 62 respectively. Travis Dobbs, 52. And Travis is the center. Left guard Ryan Grant. Left tackle Justin Matting. 3rd and 4 for the Golden Hawks. In motion is Ryan Alexander. They take it up the middle. They're close to the 30-yard line. Golden Hawks moving left to right across your TV dial, and East High in the other direction. I mentioned that Paul Padilla, the returning quarterback for East High, had over 1,100 yards last year passing. His main target was Robert Johnson, who is now at City College of San Francisco. Stansel is going to try to take Johnson's place as far as the wide receiver is concerned, but Johnson returned punts, returned kicks, and did so many things for East High.
Yeah, Johnson's a multifaceted player, but the one thing you have to do in this day and age is you have to rebuild. The guy leaves, another guy takes his place.
It's the 1st and 10 for the Golden Hawks. Alexander in motion. Hit around a ball carried. Bounces out to about the 31. Nice pursuit by the Blades.
Richard Gomez made the initial contact.
Anthony Easton, 53 over there for East High. And they have a couple of big boys up front on both offense and defense. That will be Mike Wilkerson, number 75, he's 6'1", 295. And Nathan Rhodes, number 73, he is 6'7", 315.
And East High returned a lot of linebackers too, so both these teams are going to try to anchor their defense with the front seven.
A lot of people on the line of scrimmage. Head around again. Breaks across the 35 to about the 37, 38-yard line. He'll be shy of the first down, but a nice pickup by Hildebrand.
And it looks like Hildebrand's taking off where he left off last year. You know, he's running hard again. Almost picked up a first down on that second down run.
The Golden Hawks at a 3rd and 2 situation with 9:20 to play in the first quarter. As I take a look at the Hawks' nest to the right of us here, the place where not necessarily where Centennial won the baseball championship, but they won the championship at Bakersfield College. With that as their home field, which you can't see on the camera, but they have a fine, outstanding baseball program. Sub movement in the offensive line. Might be a motion penalty against Centennial on 3rd and short.
I think you're right on that one. They're walking it off now. And early in the year, the first few games, you're going to see those kind of penalties happen. Players are anxious to play, and you got to get used to being disciplined in the game. It's not like practice. Practice, you jump a little bit. It's not always called against you in practice, so you got to get your timing together.
Ball is against East High, gives the Golden Hawks a first down, 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line. Alexander motion once again, split backs behind Garner. Play action. Rolling to his right. Has a man open. It is Alexander. Incomplete. Went right through his hands at a 30-yard line in East High territory. It was so open he couldn't believe it.
And that was a good pass. The receiver just didn't make the catch on that one. But you see it a lot of times in the pros, when that receiver drops the ball, that quarterback immediately comes back to him that next pass play to get that confidence back in that man. And right there, East High was caught in a man-to-man defense with a little play action. They rolled out, and they had the man wide open.
Well, being a former UCLA player, had to be elated over their performance against Alabama last Saturday.
Yeah, we were happy that we won again. You know, last year we had a bad season, so hopefully this year they can get back to the 10-win season form they used to be in.
Hildebrand again, the second man through, picks up about 4 yards. Off the left side, Sakamoto making the tackle for East High. Ken Sakamoto, he is a junior. Don't have the size dimensions. East runs a 4-3 defense and Centennial 3-4. They basically have Wilkerson, Rhodes, we talked about them, Anthony Easton. Adam Coleman are the defensive ends. Linebacker, outside linebacker Richard Gomez. Jack Rayla on the inside, Andrew Boone. Corner Steve Aguilar, Steven Stansel. Sakamoto and Mooney are the safeties. 3rd and 7 for the Golden Hawks play action. Garner rolling to his right. Has a man open once again. It's cut at the 20-yard line, down the sideline. Touchdown, Golden Hawks. Nick Seeley's 6'3", 235 pounds. Very similar to the other play where Garner rolls out to his right after the play action and has a man wide open. This time they catch it.
And again, Mark, they caught him in a man-to-man defense. Some guys lost track of where their man was. Man gets behind them deep. Touchdown for Nick.
And all I had to do was hold on to the football and took the rest of the way.
And for Garner, you know, that's what you want to see. You had a ball dropped, you come back, 1 for 2, and you got a touchdown. It's a great start for Garner.
So it's now lining up for the PAT. It is partially blocked, but goes through. 7-0 Golden Hawks, 7:55 to play in the first quarter. Centennial running the football primarily, but setting up the play action.
Yeah, and that's exactly how the play action works. You have to have that run threat. They had some good runs there where they were pounding some yardage. And here's the pass coming to your living room right here. Nick catches it now. He just has to beat the man to the corner of the end zone, and he's going to get him. But again, as the offensive coordinator did a great job right there of realizing that they had the same play open. They went away from a couple plays, came right back, and that's how you put points on the board.
So the Golden Hawks burned his time that pass play. In fact, the play action worked a couple of times. The first time the pass was dropped, and this time right in the hands of Seelys, who rambled down the sidelines for the first score tonight. Midway through the first quarter. The Golden Hawks will be kicking off to East High, so the Blades have a chance to do something here in the first period of play. Big crowd here at Golden Hawks Stadium. Josh Payne kicking off for the Golden Hawks. Gonzalez has for East High and stumbles across the 20 to about the 25-yard line. Well, it'll be 1st and 10 for the East High Blades. We'll see what Padilla and company can do in this situation.
Yeah, you got to feel Padilla has that year on his belt, had the good season last year. He's going to come out here with a lot of confidence. It's going to be his offense to guide. He's going to be the man this year, and he's going to be the one to take them back to the first place in the league if that's where they're going to go.
Paul Padilla at 5'10", 155 pounds. Brett Mooney in the backfield, 5'9", 195. Sakamoto, Stansel, and Chewy Sotol, wide receivers for East High. They have a single back behind Padilla. 7-0 Golden Hawks. Running the ball carrier, hitting the backfield and thrown down to the 25-yard line. Excellent pursuit by the Golden Hawks. Kevin Porter. Number 20 making a stop for Centennial in their 3-4 defense.
Yeah, and that's the strong safety coming up. He's the enforcer on that corner when they come that way. Did a good job right there.
Well, you know, in past years, Centennial has had a lot of outstanding linebackers and corners. They know how to tackle one-on-one. Very well coached. Second down, 2nd and 10 for East High. Padilla rolling to his right. And a little bit of pressure. The pass is complete up to the 34-yard line. Stansel, number 3, the reception at 6'2", 165 pounds. The guy they expect to replace Robert Johnson, at least in some of his abilities.
Yeah, right there, Padilla rolled out, stayed calm, and made a nice delivery to the outside, and now 3rd and short.
They're calling it 3rd and maybe 2 for Centennial. Guess they have to get up to about the 35-yard line. Centennial really bogging up. It looked like number 73 for East High moved too early.
Yeah, I'm going to go with they're going to move this ball back about 5 yards. And that's what they're going to do.
It looked like Nathan Rhodes jumped a little bit too early for East High on the right side. And that'll cost him 5. 6:30 to play in the first quarter. The Golden Hawks 7. East High nothing.
You know, Mark, and you just moved away with that 5-yard penalty. You moved from an offensive 3rd down in your favor to now it's the defensive favor. 3rd and 7. This is a defensive down. They can do a lot of different things with this kind of distance. They can blitz, or they can sit back and just play solid defense and try to get pressure with the front 4.
Padilla looking over the defense. 3rd and 7 for the Blades. 2 receivers wide to left. Centennial showing blitz. Here it comes. His pass incomplete. Try to hit the tight end at the 45-yard line. A flag is down, though. And the Centennial defensive backfield.
Usually when it's right there, you know, they're going to call it on one of those secondary members, and there it is, a holding. So they're going to get a 1st down, and we see a penalty keep a drive alive again. We saw one with the jump by East High on the first series for Centennial. Now there's a holding on Centennial. It'll be a 1st down.
Holding penalty against Centennial will give East High a 1st down.
East High benefits from that penalty against the Golden Hawks. It is 1st and 10 for East High in their own territory at the 36-yard line. Okay, 1 receiver wide to the left for East High. Split backs momentarily. Now man in the left slot. Padilla looking to his right. Fires it over the middle. It is complete. Close to a 1st down marker for the Blades. Stansel with another reception for East High. He looked very quick out there.
Yeah, that's just a good timing pass. 3-step drop, get rid of the ball. I really like the way Padilla is getting rid of the ball. Even on that play where they had the holding, he had some pressure from the backside with the strong safety coming off. And he got rid of the ball, took 3 steps, and he got rid of it. A lot of young quarterbacks or high school quarterbacks tend to hold the ball a lot and get hit from the back. They don't feel that backside pressure.
Well, they talked about the fact that he played last year. He was a starter, so he has experience. And you don't generally have a lot of time to throw against the Golden Hawks. 1st and 10 for East. at their own 46-yard line. Ball's given to Mooney. Hit one time and finally goes down. The Golden Hawks bottled up very well. Seeley's over there. Number 9 for Centennial. We saw him on the sidelines. He is extremely big. Definitely has the size of a Division I player.
And obviously a lot of Division I schools believe he is one or they wouldn't be recruiting him right now. Bakersfield's really lucky to have the luxury of seeing high school kids who have the ability to play at that next level and are treated to some special players.
Second on a long 9 for his time. They're in territory to 47-yard line. 2 receivers wide to the right, 1 left. Man in motion. Padilla to Mooney at the middle. Breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle. Has the first down and more. Slips another tackle. Inside the 40 to about the 35. Brent Mooney with a brilliant run for the Blades.
That's just a quick dive play to Mooney. You had the other back coming in the backfield, setting up the option play. So now they got some options. With Mooney running tough like that, you're going to open up the offense a little bit. That's a great run. Here he is right here. Runs through a tackle. And you see how he's built. He's really low to the ground, good center of gravity. Jumps over a man, makes another one miss, and then puts his head down and gets a couple more yards.
Well, he sidestepped one alleged tackler, busted over another one, actually broke 3 tackles on that run. 1st and 10 for his tie. Padilla on the option. Pitches the ball back down the right sidelines and out of bounds to about the 30-yard line. Aguilar, the ball carrier, number 21, who has done a lot of things in motion tonight for East High.
And Mark, that's exactly what I was alluding to that previous play. When that dive plays like that, those linebackers are really wary of that dive man. They're going to come swarm on them. It's going to open it up for that pitch to the outside. Or the quarterback can keep it. So
East High showing a little wrinkle there. It'll be 2nd and short for the Blades. Ball to right hash mark, 4:10 to play. At the first quarter, 7-0 Centennial. Padilla with a signal, looking to his left. Has a man wide open. It's caught. Touchdown, Blades. Number 23. Chewy Satal. As he gets his hands on the football, he was wide open.
There you go. Chewy gets on the board right there. And again, that's a down every offensive coordinator likes to have. You're on your side marching in, 2nd and short. You have a lot of options, especially when you're running games. So we've seen both teams use the running game to open up that passing game, and we've seen 2 wide open receivers. So that secondary is going to have to really communicate out there and lock down these receivers, or we could be in for a high passing night.
Both teams have been fooled drastically by the 2 touchdown plays. The PAT is up and it is good. We have a 7-7 ball game of 4:11 to play at the first quarter from Golden Hawk Field.
And here's the play again. You had the receivers cross. Chewy goes outside. He's wide open.
Nice catch.
It's like a wheel route from right there. And it was a nice catch. And again, Padilla threw a nice ball. He threw 12 touchdowns last year. And he's already started off with 1 this season.
That was a nice reception by Satal. He really kept his poise and his concentration on that particular pass play, the reception. So East High answers back here in the first quarter. A beautiful evening in Northwest Bakersfield. The Golden Hawks have won the last 5 meetings between these 2 schools. East High won the first one, with Centennial only had sophomores and juniors. But none, I think there's only been 1 blowout in the series. Last year, Centennial won by 20, but most of the points were scored late in the ball game. A couple of years ago, Trevor Lancaster kicked a field goal to win it for the Golden Hawks 3-0.
Well, East did a good job of answering the call. Yeah. Centennial came out, put 7 on the board real quick, and now the Blades have come back and they answered back. So now we got to see if the defense is going to settle in. And again, both defenses got caught in some man-to-man coverage and some miscommunication. So they're going to have to keep their eyes open. That secondary cannot worry about the run, and they have to realize that they're going to have to defend the pass tonight.
The kickoff goes out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. So East High answering back here in the first quarter. Both teams scoring via the pass. Played able to touchdown pass and going for Centennial. And we have a very wild start to our prep football season.
That's what these kids work hard for all summer long, the passing leagues. You pass all summer and you get to the game, you don't want to just run the ball all the time. As a receiver, you want the ball to go in the air a little bit too, but
I know what you like, man.
so
You play
we-
receiver and defensive back.
Yeah, but I had a great running back in James Allison, so I had no problems watching him.
I had a lot of great running backs at BHS. Split backs for Centennial. Had a ball coming off the middle to Hildebrand, I believe. And it did not fool the East High Blade defense. Nathan Rhodes, number 73. Man, he is like a mountain among the players. 6'7", 315. That is legitimate, too.
Yeah,
huge.
he's got that NFL size.
And he's only a junior.
He's anchoring down that line right there. And again, both teams have excellent linebacking cores, and that's going to be the strength of the defense.
It's 2nd and 9 for the Golden Hawks. At their own 36-yard line, 3:35 to play. Here in the first quarter, 7-7 ball game. Guard Hildebrand. Hit drives forward for about a yard up to the 40-yard line.
Hildebrand.
Had a nice spread up tackle
On the ground for the Golden Hawks.
by number 50 for East High. Anthony Boone, the linebacker, junior.
On the stop.
Yeah,
Nice tackle.
And Boone did what he's supposed to do. He makes the read, and he comes and he fills the hole up, and that's what his job is to do. And he came and did it on that play.
Well, the Golden Hawks setting up East High for a play action right here at 3rd and 6.
Well, watching the game so far, just this first series, East High's playing a lot of man-to-man defense, so that play action should not be bothering that secondary if they're manning up.
Governor QB, Alexander in motion for the Golden Hawks, turns upfield. There comes the rush from the outside, a pass incomplete. Great coverage by East High. Seeley's was the receiver downfield, but he was double covered, so it'll be 4th down for the Golden Hawks.
And that was a nice little wrinkle, a little different wrinkle from East High. They still played a man-to-man kind of defense, a soft zone looks like, but they brought in the corner, Stansel off the edge, so, they showed a different wrinkle, so somebody has to watch out for that corner blaze. And the best person who can see that is that receiver.
As you know, he has great speed. The Golden Hawks will be punting. Garnett Weil for Centennial, standing his own 25-yard line. It's a fake. Pitch to Hildebrand. Has a first down, 45, midfield 50. Puts his head down, 1st and 10 for the Golden Hawks. Hildebrand was the up man. Acting as a blocker, the ball's hiked to him, has some good opening in front of him, and makes some excellent real estate downfield.
A great call by Snead. Here it is. It's going to go to Hildebrand. He's going to run off just like a sweep almost and just run up and hit for the first down and hit the sideline. Right here he turns it up and he said, I'm going to give a little punishment out there too. There he goes, delivering a little blow.
Well, Centennial has a little trickery here late in the first quarter. And they're down east side territory at the 37-yard line. Garner play action rolling to his left. Fairly good protection, fires it to the other side. Knocked away, great play by Stansel of East High. As the ball was just kind of floating in the air. Flag is down at the 40-yard line.
Oh, yeah. Stansel did a great job in the pros. They call that makeup speed. You see it a lot of times. The DB looks like he's beat. The ball kind of floats, and he just uses the speed to make it up and knock the ball away.
Deion Sanders has that great makeup speed.
And here he is right here. It looks like he's beat, and now he's just going to run and put his arm in there, and it makes it tough for the receiver to catch the ball. And you're going to see a lot of that kind of defense if you're going to play man-to-man, because you're not going to be able to cover the guy every time like a blanket. There's going to be some times where he has some space on you, and you have to use your athletic ability and your speed to make that up.
After that great play by Centennial on 4th down, after the first pass play. Now it's a reverse. Number 3 to midfield 50, Josh Kane to the 45. So the Blades contain it very well, as they picked up only 5 yards on that reverse. Something that UCLA did a couple of times against Bama.
Yeah, and threw one for a touchdown pass, but right there, it was almost like it was going to be a disaster, but it made the guy miss right in the backfield, and then Mooney did a good job of coming up from the secondary and forcing inside and tripped the man up for a short gain.
Well, I think the whole key is not to have a long run on a play like that, just contain. 2nd and long for the Golden Hawks, 2nd and 18. About 1:55 to play in the first quarter. It's the Golden Hawks 7, East High 7. 3 receivers flood the right side for Centennial. One running back, Garner, rolling to his right. Here comes the rush. Breaks away momentarily to midfield 50 and goes down at the 46-yard line by the big man, Nathan Rhodes. Did not let going out of his grasp.
You know, and for a big guy, Nathan Rose really shows some speed right here. He's still going to keep his pursuit. And one more miss, and here he is coming downhill on him and just put the quarterback down for a
Good
sack.
solid hit.
That was a good play.
Some guys kind of come into the quarterback too fast and they overrun him. He contained well. 3rd and 18 for the Golden Hawks. As they have receivers to each side. Timeout called by Garner. As he's looking towards the sideline, head coach Kevin Sneed. 7-7 ball game, 107 to play in the first quarter. Both teams have scored via airmail.
Yeah, and that's kind of surprising to see with Centennial. We thought they would come in here and be really run-oriented, and they are running the ball, but they are looking to air the ball out and to keep teams honest. And I think that's going to be their key, is they want to make that surge to that next level and go into that CIF championship game. So you're going to have that ability to put the ball in the air and put some points up, because sometimes your defense isn't going to hold people all the time. You got to be able to go out and have a shootout like you see the Rams do in your top teams in college football or high school. They have that ability when they need to go out and do a shootout and beat a team with 35, 28, 22 points.
I thought I saw your vintage red car there on television.
No, that's a little too far back for me.
Okay.
I'm 66 Mustang.
That has a Centennial victory bill on the back.
And they're going to be hoping to ring it tonight.
Yes, they are.
And to be able to ring it, they're going to really have to do a job of.
Well, you take a look at the history of Centennial. They have rang the victory bell many times here in their home stadium. They've lost very few games here at home.
Well, under Coach Sneed, they're 20-4, so there's not too many losses to be had there.
And proud of him, Jan Scooby, who is now the athletic director at Bakersfield College. 3rd and long for the Golden Hawks. These ties showing blitz. Moving early, I think, by the tight end of Centennial.
Yes.
That would be Nick Seeley's. Tried to get off a little too quick. He saw the blitz coming and was a little bit too anxious.
Illegal procedure penalty being marked off against Centennial.
So we are seeing some of those first game mental mistakes by both teams, but primarily Centennial tonight.
Well, it's been two. I think it's been two by each. I think Centennial's had two, and then East High's had two. So, but now you're in 3rd in a mighty long way of 23 yards.
That is not a Centennial situation. 3rd and 23. Garner. Here comes the rush. Fires it incomplete. He was trying to hit Seeley's, but he had to unload it very, very quickly.
Yeah, and right there, that was a good play by Garner. He felt the pressure, didn't take the sack, had a man slightly open, but didn't have much time. Overthrows it so nobody can get it.
Andrew Boone right there in the space, number 53's tie. And you're right, he had to unload it.
And again, this time, East High's going to watch again. You know, it's not a situation where you see a fake punt, but you never know.
Nice high punt. How the ball goes through the end zone.
Travels into the end zone to come out to the 20-yard line.
Well, Garrett Wild can punt too. That was not Jared Bright. He has a leg also just like the former Centennial great punter and kicker.
Yeah, that was a nice punt. He's really close to having it hit down and sit down there.
It'll be 1st and 10 for East High at their own 20-yard line. About 55 seconds left in the first quarter. 7-7 game. Centennial hit pay dirt first, and East High answered back. So Padilla and his offensive troops back up to the ball against the Golden Hawks.
50 yards.
50-yard punt. So tall, slot left. Here comes the rush. Padilla unloads it. Hit as he got rid of the ball. Seeley's was right on top of him. And a couple other of Golden Hawks.
And that was a good play by Justy, because Padilla is really an elusive type of quarterback, a la the, your Cordell Stewarts, those kind of players who can really cause a lot of havoc with their movement, So they did a good job of containing him. He did a good job of getting rid of the ball, so he didn't take the loss, too.
What do you think of Dante Culpepper, a 260-pound quarterback for the Minnesota Vikings?
And he can run the ball, too, so, that's the way of the quarterback now, is the ability to be able to run and pass. So this young man's on the right way. 2nd
and 10 for the Blades as they flood the left side. I formation. Loading the ball carrier. They stack him up at about the 22-yard line. Great lateral movement by the Centennial defense. Casey Tittlemeyer, 77, and deep for the Golden Hawks. Defensive tackle along with Mike LaFave. Nose guard is Pedersen for the Golden Hawks. Linebackers, Tony Morales, Chris Motherman, Mike Elizalde, Justin Seelys. Safeties are Kevin Porter and Darrell Wilson. On the corners, Jess Cranfield and Colby Vance. Third down and 8 for East High. Shotgun formation for Paul Padilla. Set tall wide to the left. About 4 seconds left in a quarter. Padilla to throw. A pass complete. Right side 30-yard line. To about the 39. Sakamoto with the reception. Looks to be a first down for the Blades.
Yeah, and Paul Padilla, he's really running that passing offense real well. Sets back, stays under control. He just finds an open guy. The receivers take everybody deep, and then you have Mooney come out the backfield. He's wide open.
And when we begin the second quarter, East High will have a 1st and 10 situation against the Golden Hawks. You're watching the Prep Football Game of the Week right here on CNNSI, Time Warner Cable Channel 31 and Digital Channel 106. Well, Brian, a 7-7 ball game. The Golden Hawks scored first, followed by East High. If you'd like a copy of tonight's game or any other local program on Time Warner Cable, give us a call, 322-1941, 322-1941. And the games this year I really like are on at 10 o'clock on Friday nights and Saturday mornings at 10.
Yeah, that'll give them a chance for the folks after they play the game to get to the pizza parlor, order some pizzas, and watch the game and enjoy tonight's telecast.
Yeah, there's a Time Warner truck. One of the fans, we have two. One is very colorful. East High with the 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line as they move left to right here in the second quarter against the Golden Hawks. Paul Padilla, QB for East. A returning starter. Fairly good protection, the pass incomplete. Tried to loft it high to the left side of Britt Mooney. That incomplete. Coverage by Mike Elizalde, 44, who was a key component of Centennial's defense last year.
Yeah, and again, we talked about that. They returned a lot of linebackers, and that's their strength. Their linebacking crew is good. They're coached by Coach Mike Lewis, a former Garces Ram and UCLA Bruin himself.
And how does an excellent quarterback become an adept or a linebacker coach? I mean, this guy was a great quarterback in high school, played baseball at UCLA and also in the minor leagues, and he's coaching linebackers.
Well, he was a good athlete, and I think as a good athlete, if you can understand the way, the positioning, the body position, he played football, he understands that, and I'm sure he can take that and teach these young men to be good linebackers.
Well, during my early days of broadcasting football here in the area, I broadcast quite a few Garces games when Mike Lewis was there. And they won Valley Championships his junior and senior year. Sophomore year, they got beat in the playoffs. I think Garces had a long-standing winning streak in the South Sequoia League and overall during that span. I think some of the best Garces football players were during the three or 4 year span between 85 and 89.
Yeah, those were some great Garces teams. You know, you just can never compare eras.
Those teams could play with BHS. Shotgun formation for Padilla, 3rd and long. He's hit, fumbles the ball. Tittlemeyer picks it up at the 20, to the 10. He will score! The defense set it up. Casey Tittlemeyer, 77, picked it up as the second touchdown for the Golden Hawks tonight.
And there's the Golden Hawks with some big play defense. Woo! You know, that's what their strength is going to be this year. And right there, got to give the secondary some credit, too. They did a good job of coverage so the front seven had some time to get in there and cause that big sack. And then Tittlemeyer's right there, picked the ball up and showed some good athletic ability for a big man to pick that ball up and keep running.
But the question is, you could have caught him, but could you bring him down?
I probably couldn't even catch him right now.
PAT is up, and it's good. By Payne for Centennial. 14-7 Golden Hawks. 11:02 to play in the first half.
And here it is right here. Again, the coverage right now is pretty good. He's going through his reads. He wants to move out of the pressure. He gets hit. Didn't get a chance to pull the ball in. Here's Tillmeyer with a nice little scoop. Steps to the side, picks it up. Pretty athletic play by the big fella right there. Now he just carries it on home. And look at Padilla keeps on hustling. That's a good hustle on play on his part, too.
Wasn't he hit by Justin Seeley's in that play?
I couldn't see the number that hit him, but I know he got hit good. He coughed it up.
And Tillmeyer was trying to get past Nathan Rhodes, number 73, so they have a big battle brewing there. So the pressure by the Centennial defense makes that play possible. And just like that, the Golden Hawks are up by 7, 14-7.
Those are the kind of plays, when defenses score, that really is a backbreaker to the other team because, you're not counting on points from your defense. You're counting to hold people, you're not counting to get points.
Looks like Elizalde will kick off for Centennial. Line drive to Mooney at the 10-yard line. Out the middle 15, 20-yard line. Looks open to the left side. Sandwich. And down at the 27-yard line. First and 10 for the Blades. As they trail once again by 7, 14-7. Ricky Rayfo for the stop for the Golden Hawks.
Yeah, Padilla right there, all they do right now, they got to come back in and set up their offense and do what they did on that first drive and try to just get the points back. You got basically 3 quarters left to play, so you got some time. You don't have to come out right now in the first play and think you got to make it back up.
Stands a wide to the right for East High. Padilla at QB. Moody slot right. Down 14-7. Padilla looking to his right. Here comes the pressure. Fires it. Incomplete. Stanson could have had it and would have had a first down, but couldn't hold on. Okay, it'll be 2nd and 10 for East High as they try to keep their head in this ball game. Down by 7 with 10:48 to play in the first half. A reasonably lively crowd here tonight, but later in the season the crowd gets a lot more boisterous. Especially when they play BHS.
A lot of people look forward to that game. It's really a big rivalry here.
I do. Pitch back, Mooney, left side. It's a block. Tries to jump over a couple of Golden Hawks to no avail. He is across the 30 to about the 32-yard line.
Elizalde in on the stop.
Elizalde. Arvin South next week.
Yeah, that'll be an interesting game to see.
That's always a great matchup. It's generally a high-scoring affair. They have played some terrific games over the years.
Yeah, South had a lot of sophomores last year, and they have in the papers they had too many holes to fill, and they have a lot of speed, so they'll be a real fun team to watch this year.
Third and 6, third and long 5 for the Blades. 2 receivers wide to the right. So Tall split out wide left. Shotgun for Padilla. High snap. Has some time. The pass complete to Moody. Dukes a tackle at 40-yard line, 45. Has the first down to Moore. Midfield 50. Look at that explosiveness. 30-yard line. Hayes going down the sidelines to the 30, 20, 10. Oh, just about to the goal line.
Oh, what a great effort.
Wow. What a great run by Mooney of East High.
And really a great play by Padilla, too. He had a high snap, blocks the ball, keeps his composure again. He stays really composed under that pressure and just delivers the ball to Mooney. And here's Mooney just making a nice move.
Got by Elizalde.
Right now, he's going to make the move back to the middle of the field. Now it's like a punt return now. He's going to just turn on the afterburners and run away from people. And now it's just a foot race to the corner. And he goes and lean, jumps. Oh, I don't know. The ball has to break the plane, not the body. Looks like he might have a touchdown right there.
That is first and goal for the Blades. So it's all wide to the right. Stands to wide left. High formation for East High. Running back hitting the backfield, goes forward. We will see where the forward progress is. Aguilar Seelig making the tackle. In general, he hits you head on, you're going to go back.
Yeah, it's not going to be much movement once he hits you like that, especially if he breaks through the line like that. He came through there like Mike Singletary.
It'll be 2nd and goal for East High. So what do they do? Try the same play? Or play action?
Brings up 2nd down, 2nd and goal.
Oh, they're going to a power eye right here, so let's see what they do.
Like Brian said, power eye formation for East High. Moody to about the goal line.
He's in.
It is a touchdown. We'll see if that was Sakamoto or Mooney making the touchdown for East High. 8-8, they score 14-13. 8:45 to play in the second quarter. As we try the point after touchdown. Well, thanks to Mooney, East High answers back once again tonight. PAT belted through. 14-14 ball game. Let's see that touchdown.
And here it is. Mooney has the ball right there, and they just straight go power football versus power football. Mooney does a good job of fighting in for that touchdown. But you bring that extra guy in the backfield, he's just going to ram up and block the first person he sees, and the fullback hits somebody. You just tell your running back to run over somebody or jump over somebody, and Mooney ran through one tackler.
Well, I said Mooney scored, but I think it was number 5 Sakamoto. The PA man said Sakamoto. I couldn't tell if it was number 5 or number 6, but we'll give credit to both of them. But I think it was Sakamoto who scored the touchdown. But Moody, of course, set it up with his brilliant reception and run on a play where it looked like he may get 10 or 15 yards. He duked Elizalde after about an 8-yard gain. Got to the 50-yard line, turned on the afterburners, cut from right to left, and he showed a lot of explosiveness.
Well, we watched East High last year, and they had Robert Johnson, who was explosive. Now they're showing that they have some athletes that can make some big plays, so they're going to be an explosive team this year.
East High tied once again. They will kick off from this hash mark. Blades, red pants, white jerseys. The Golden Hawks, gold helmets, gold pants, and red jerseys.
Chris White kicking off for East High.
White kicks off for East High. A boomer through the end zone. A lot of the area high schools have developed some fine punters and kickers, I've noticed, in the games we have done over the years. And I've been with Time Warner for 5 years and done high school football for quite a long time here in the area. And I have noticed that a lot of schools are developing some fine kickers.
Well, you know, the kicking game is an important facet of your game. If you got a guy that can kick a 35, 40-yard field goal, even a 30-yard field goal, you don't have to go as far in the territory to get points. You know, in high school football, those 3 points are a big advantage.
Think of the Baker brothers at Foothill. Trevor Lancaster, who was here at Centennial, was primarily a soccer player. And the list goes on and on. We saw some excellent kickers at some other schools that didn't really get the notoriety.
Kelly Williams, the carrier for Centennial.
I think we were impressed with the East High kicker last year and hadn't even heard of him. I think of Ethan Beck, who was at Cal State Northridge this year. He's been looked at by quite a few pro scouts. You know, they were bombed by Air Force last Saturday, 55-6, and I think he averaged about 45 yards a punt, because they punted about 8 or 9 times. But he's an all-around athlete at Highland. 2nd and 10 for the Golden Hawks. Garner, Hildebrand, hit from behind and down across the 20 to about the 23-yard line.
Jesse
Jacinto making a fine stop for East High.
He did a really good job of coming from out of that backfield and coming up and getting the running back down right there.
Well, East High at this point playing right with Centennial. Answering the call. Making some big plays. Sticking on defense. With 7:40 to play in the first half. Golden Hawks with a split backs behind Travis Garner. There's Alexander in motion. Stancil on him. Garner, play action, rolling to his left. Lost it high in the air. Almost picked off by Stancil. Did a great job covering Alexander.
And they have a flag right there. I think Looks like it might be against the Golden Hawks, but again, that's an example of Stansel. You got to be real careful when you're throwing to a guy like Stansel's man, because he's going to appear to be open. If you do not put that ball outside, away where only that receiver can make it, he's going to make some plays.
Alexander was the intended receiver.
And here it is right there.
Stansel was covering him all the way. But one thing about Stansel, we have noticed his speed tonight, his ability to make big plays.
Yeah.
Like you said, you throw a lame duck like that, he's going to be near the ball. Punt underway. Almost looked like it was tipped. And Centennial with a reception across midfield to the 45-yard line, Centennial territory. So the punt was high but not very long, and the Blades have excellent field position. Was there a flag down? Looked like an East player came in rather late. But they're not calling anything.
Yeah, they didn't call anything. But you were right. You can't put that ball out there like that with Stansel.
Well, the ref's got to get some TV time.
Oh, yeah.
We have Garces out north earlier this year on Time Warner Cable. Garces only has 31 players in their football team this year, one of their lowest turnouts in many years. Moody again breaks a couple of tackles across the 45 to the 44. Now you definitely have to hit him to bring him down.
Yeah, Mooney's going to be a hard guy to tackle. He has that low center of gravity, the thick lower body. He's going to be really a guy you have to really hit and hold and wrap up on and drive and really gang tackle a guy like that.
Liberty High School doing their work on Granite Hills. Granite Hills, the new high school in Porterville. Liberty, the new high school here in Bakersfield. Now I've heard that Liberty is loaded. Only has sophomores and juniors. Pass to the far side. It's complete to Satal at the 12-yard line to the 5. It's a touchdown for East High.
East High is showing that they want to make a move to the back to that top.
What about Chewy Satal? A couple of receptions. What a great catch. Staying on his feet. Moving down the sideline.
Chewy Satal is showing that he has some big playability. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns right there. And again, when we see the replay, that's a Dan Marino type pass right there where your receivers kind of beat you, throw it back behind the defensive back and let only your guy can catch it. And Mark Duper and Mark Clayton made a lot of touchdowns that way. It's like Chewy has his first one that way for a second of the night.
And the PAT is up and it is out of here. Almost to the baseball field, Centennial. 21-14 East High, 6:27 to play in the second quarter. And Chewy Satal.
And here it is right now. Again, 5-step drop. He sets, he throws it. He's going to throw this to the outside and short. As right there, Chewy really is kind of covered good, but that pass being behind him like that, the defensive back tries to make a play, can't. Chewy's under control, catches it, and pretty much walks in for number 2 as he tells you.
Cranfield tried to knock it away or go for the interception, and like you said, he followed the ball very well. Once he caught it, he's kind of reversed his direction. And he has 2 TD receptions tonight.
Yeah, and there's nothing really a defensive back can do when he has good coverage and good position, and that ball's thrown short like that.
Already East High 21 points in this game, which is a surprise to me. Not so much for the entire game, but for only a quarter and a half, with 6:27 to play here in the second quarter. And they're up by 7. They scored the last 2 times. We've been impressed by the overall ability of Stansel. We've been impressed by Padilla's passing tonight. And Chewy Satal. We hadn't heard much about him, but watching him tonight, we're watching him this evening.
You know, and East High is showing some character. That's what cares about. But again, when you have a veteran quarterback coming back, he's going to breed that confidence in practice every day, doing double days in your preseason games. And it's transforming it into this game tonight.
The Golden Hawks out at 10-yard line to the 15, to the 20-yard line. Now they draw him out of bounds at the 32. And here comes a late flag. That flag coming from the middle of the field. And in years past, very seldom have the Golden Hawks football team given up 21 points in the first half. Unless they were playing Clovis West or a school like that.
Well, I think we have to give this East High football and Coach Napier the credit. They have a game plan, they're executing a game plan, and they believe in themselves. You know, I'm not buying that BHS is the top team stuff that he's having to talk about in the paper. I think he realized he has a good team, and you can tell by the way they come out tonight, they're confident. They got down 7-0, didn't shake them. They were down 14-7 after having a quarterback get hit and a fumble picked up, and they come back for 14 unanswered points.
As a fumble at the 20-yard line to the Blades have it. The East High players think they do. But the refs are calling second down, so it is Golden Hawks ball. As the Blades like piranhas around the football, they definitely want a piece of it. They are hungry. They want to end that 5-game losing streak to Centennial.
And this is a big game for both teams, starting off the first game of the year against two powerhouses in Bakersfield for this season. That confidence and Mr. Momentum can get rolling for either team.
Hittleman off the right side, hitting the backfield and falls forward. Excellent pursuit by East High. Wilkerson and company really scooting in there for the Blades. Very uncharacteristic tonight is Centennial's mental mistakes and their penalties at inopportune times. They've had a lot of second and third long situations, which is not their style. They like to run the football.
Yeah, and this is what you want to do. A team wants to run the ball. You have a good linebacking core. You snuff the run. You want this team in 3rd and long.
It is 3rd and 8 for the Golden Hawks. Garner with a long count. Alexander in motion. He's come with the blitz. Garner rolling to his right as he tries to get away, directing traffic downfield. Throws it to Seeley's incomplete. He turned Nick Seeley's around for a pass at the East High 40-yard line. An excellent coverage downfield by the Blades. It'll be 4th down for the Golden Hawks.
And again, right now, you know, the Blades have dodged a couple of bullets right there. They've had receivers behind these secondary coverage men for East High, and they just haven't been able to connect except for the one time we've seen a drop pass. But, you know, the one thing you keep seeing them do, they're coming back to it. They'll send that guy in motion if you're at home. You see that defensive back trail with that motion man. They're playing man-to-man defense. There's going to be some people open.
White punts it to Soto with a fair catch at the East High 49-yard line. The Blades with excellent field position in this quarter. Remember this was the last drive at the Centennial 45. Now they're at their own 49-yard line, so they're cutting that field in half. They're up by 7, 21-14, 4:30 to go. The Blades are saying, let's go for more.
And that's what they did last year. This team is not going to back down. Coach Napier is not going to back him down. If he feels he has things rolling, he's going to go after you.
Remember the football game we did at East when they played Foothill and had a skydiver that came down on the football field prior to the game?
Yeah.
That was awesome. Sakamoto, slot left for East High. Play action, Padilla over the middle. The pass complete to Stanshill. Hit and dropped at the 40-yard line. And it should be a 1st down for the Blades.
Yeah, I'll tell you, I'm very impressed watching East High how balanced they are with the run and the pass. And really, Padilla, he gets rid of that ball and throws a nice catchable ball. We haven't seen him throw balls behind the receivers. He puts the ball where only his guy can get the ball. I think that shows that he's being coached well, but also that he's taking in the coaching and putting it on the field.
Like you said, he has a very quick release. And Stansel is turning out to be a very dominant offensive receiver. You have the running of Mooney and Sakamoto. And then Satal. Mooney powers his way forward for about 3 or 4 yards. The whistle is not blown. And he's going to cross the 35 to about the 34. 2nd, 3rd, and 4th effort by Mooney and East High Blades. And they're showing something tonight.
Yeah, Mooney's showing a little desire tonight. I mean, he's keeping those legs churning. He's not stopping. And I'll tell you, he's a load to bring down. If you're not going to hit him again, you're going to have to gang tackle this guy when you have 6, 7 defensive players at the ball.
Well, he's 5'9", about 195 pounds with excellent balance. 2nd and 5 for East, 3:25 to play in the 2nd quarter. And 21-14 Blades. Stansel wide left, high formation. Padilla, pitch back Sakamoto to the 30, 20-yard line, puts his head down, goes down to the 19. Another first down for the Blades.
And right now, that offensive play calling has Centennial off balance. Now, they haven't done that since the first quarter on that first drive. They're showing back now. Here's the option. Nobody is up for the
Sakamoto
right there. Nobody's up for the running back.
Darryl Wilson with a tackle, but it looks like Sakamoto has a lot more size.
Yeah. But, I mean, he tackled him 12 yards downfield, and there has to be somebody on that assignment who has that pitch man, and usually it's the safety.
It'll be 1st and 10 for East High. The ball on the right hash mark. Padilla and company. The Centennial defense spread out. Up the middle, Mooney. And he runs into a brick wall. Golden Hawks nest at 2:55 to play in the first half. He's looking for more as they lead it by 7. And they have a fine field goal kicker. They might go up by 10 points. They're looking TD in this situation. They're also seeking to use up the clock.
That too, and you got right now. This is when Chewy's going to be dangerous. Stanson's going to be dangerous, and they had that running game going. So I mean, right now they have a lot of things in their favor offensively. Where the playbook is wide open.
Sakamoto slot left. Now there's a motion. Running back. Pitch back Sakamoto. Looking for the block from Stansel. Cuts inside to about the 10-yard line. Kind of a little misdirection by East High.
Now they're doing a reverse option now. So that's what I mean about that playbook starting to open it up. Here it is, the reverse option. Padilla comes out. He makes a nice soft pitch. And here Sakamoto has it. And one block away from really going all the way. Just to put another 6 on the board.
Well, both Sakamoto and Mooney, as we have seen, can run with the football. Both very versatile backs, and they have, like you said, the speed of Stansel and Sital. They have a lot of ingredients there offensively, East High. And then a marvelous play of Padilla.
Yeah, I mean, with Padilla at your quarterback, with these kind of weapons, this team is going to be very dangerous. And their defense is showing that they can play, too. That linebacking core, again, we said we returned a lot of linebackers, and they are a solid tackling ball club. So, like I said, Coach Napier has a real good team.
We're talking about Wilkerson and Rhodes up front. They kind of anchor that defense and offense, and a lot of guys play very hard. East High, as you can see, has a pretty good roster. I guess about 50 players suited up for their team. They really have come back in football the last 3 or 4 years, going back to the time Rick Van Horn was there before leaving for Liberty. They have had a sense of renewal and pride in their football program.
You know, and the players feel that when the student body is starting to believe in you, the players feel that too, and they embody that, and they're going to take it on the field for them too.
What really helped is getting lights for their own stadium. Everybody always likes to have a home field. Highland has one. Some of the high schools have their own lights now in Bakersfield. It is 3rd and short for East High. Padilla will call a timeout with 1:53 left at a second quarter. Then we talk to Steve Napier. 21-14 East High.
You know, right here, again, you call a timeout. Padilla doesn't like what he sees. Something's not right with his lineup or something. He's looking around. He didn't feel comfortable. You got good field position. You got a chance to take 3rd and short. You can go for the first down. You can throw it for the end zone. You got it pretty much with the field goal kicker. Pretty much a chip shot. You know, although things can be missed, but, you know, you look at 10, but you want to try to get that extra touchdown on that board. That 14 looms large on a halftime.
Well, Brian, I have you for the high school games this year, but Michael Stewart is joining me for the Bakersfield College games. Michael, an outstanding athlete. I know he was great even at Fresno State in football and baseball, but he played at Bakersfield High like yourself. He was a great outside linebacker, defensive end at BC with tremendous quickness. Was switched to a strong safety at Fresno State, also played baseball there. Played for the Rams for many years, was a starter, and played in the Pro Bowl. Then he ended his career with Miami. And he has the Michael Stewart Foundation, and it'll be a lot of fun working with him. Yeah, a guy very well known in the community and really went a long ways in his athletic career. Can't go any farther.
And he's going to bring a lot of knowledge to the viewers about the game. Having played at BC, he'll give you some insight to what it's like to be there.
Running up the middle, hitting the backfield. Tittlemeyer there. The question is, did he make it? The Seelig, but it's a 2-down situation for East High anyway.
Well, I think right now, if you're calling that play, you're looking like you're setting up for the field goal. 3rd and short right there. Like I said, you had a lot of options. You know, either option is okay. Whether you try to dive up the middle, you've been having success with the dive, either get the first or you come back kick the field goal, or with the running game going that way, a little play action. So we have one more timeout.
It would be about a 27-yard field goal for East, but I think they're so close to the first down, I would go for it. They're less than a yard.
You know, you got fourth down. Traditionally, say you put the points on the board. You don't play around right now. You got a chance to go in. They're going to kick it right now. Here comes the field goal kicker. You put the points on the board. You only got a minute 34 left. If you're going to go for it, the last down was down to go for it. You play action to Mooney. You try to throw the ball to either Chewy or you go to Stancil. So that was third and short. That was your down to really go and fire one for the touchdown.
They're going to go for the field goal. I just hope that BC plays excellent defense this year because I don't want Michael Stewart banging on me, pounding me up there in the booth.
Well, you know, defense is what they did well last year, and they still have some guys that can play. So, in that new league, it should be a really exciting season for BC this year.
This will be about a 27-yard attempt. For East High. Line drive. It is no good. Chris Weicker must have been wide left. Definitely have the distance, but nada. So the Golden Hawks survive. East High comes up with nothing on the scoreboard. And Centennial went down by 7, 21-14 with 1:30 to play in the first half.
Well, I'm glad I said he might miss because, you know, I said there's a chip shot and you can still miss it.
No, I thought they should have gone for the first down.
Well,
I thought they were about a half yard away.
Yeah, that's not a situation. You don't have to score.
I said that prior to the kick.
Yeah, you don't have to score right there, touchdown. But that was the right play. If you didn't go for a third, that was the right call. You try to kick the field goal. But now you come out and play defense, and again, they're going to play tight man-to-man. You can see them right now. They're lined up very tight. If you can get behind them, it could be a big play.
So there's wide right. Garner. Oh, to Hildebrand. Smacked in the backfield. Woo! 53 making a stop for East High. Hello there. That is Anthony Easton. Anthony Baston, I believe, or Easton.
Hildebrand stopped by Andrew Boone.
Drew in defensive end for the Blades. Number 5-3. A hollow hit.
Here it is right there. He's just coming in and he's going to fill up. He's blitzing right to the play. 2-yard loss.
Under 1 minute to play here in the first half. Alexander in motion. Ball given to Hildebrand. That is dropped to the 21-yard line. East High doing a good job against the run tonight. Richard Gomez, at 180 pounds, outside linebacker, making a hit one-on-one for the Blades. It'll be 3rd and 8 for Centennial. They will definitely take their time.
Yeah, right now, if it was me, I would just take it in the half and go
definitely.
in
They don't want to punt
in down
in that
7
situation.
and be happy we're not down 10 or 14.
Only down by 7. Garner will draw to Hildebrand, hit once, and goes down for the 21-yard line. The clock winding down here in the second quarter. It is East High 21, Centennial 14 at Golden Hawk Stadium. And East High is going to call a timeout because
they might want to try to set up a block.
That's right.
They've had a couple guys go by real close. They might try to go for a block or a return.
That's right. They want Centennial to attempt to punt the ball. One other play. With Satal and Scansel on the team, they'll have a chance to return it.
Well,
Smart play by East High coaching staff, I think.
Well, with 1 second, I wouldn't even play. I would line up and just take the snap and down it.
Right. So East High showing a lot of character tonight on the road to Centennial.
Which is
But the great teams are strong in the second half, as you know.
Yeah, and this is a tough stadium to come in and play in. They play very well, like you said earlier. They don't lose too many games on this field. So this is a good test for both teams. And it'll show what kind of character the Golden Hawks have this season, what kind of team they're going to be, because last year they made some comebacks and some people.
Garner was in there, so Centennial would probably take the knee on this 4th down situation with 1 second to play in the first half. And he has the I formation behind him. That was Garner. Here's a play action. He's going to throw. He's going deep to Alexander. It is Intercepted by Sertal at the 35, 40-yard line, cuts back midfield 50, looking for a block. A flag is down, and down goes Sertal by Alexander. Sertal with a pick tonight, a couple of TD receptions, and he was doing quite a bit.
And that was just like a punt right there.
Oh, yeah. They were trying to hit Alexander on that long pass play.
There's a clipping those declines, so they'll go in half. And Sertal did a smart thing. He started to come up before when he saw him line up, and then he stepped back and stayed in his regular spot and made the play. So that was a good first half of football.
Isn't it great? Football season's upon us for the year 2000. And you're watching the Prep Football Game of the Week right here on CNNSI, Time Warner Cable Channel 31, Digital Channel 106.
Time Warner Productions, we can make all your precious memories available for viewing for years and years to come. Sit back and watch your greatest moments come to life on your television set as we transfer your most memorable photos to video and set them to your favorite music. Time Warner Productions can also edit your home movies, making several years flow at a quick pace for all to enjoy. With the help of our friendly staff of experienced editors and our state-of-the-art equipment, you'll get a professional product at affordable rates. So don't wait any longer. Call Time Warner Productions for an appointment today.
10 of the nation's top monster trucks, including Bigfoot, Monster Truck, and Barefoot. Come to the nation's home of truck racing, Bakersfield's Mesa Marin Raceway. It's the three-way Chevrolet Extreme Monster Truck National, September 15th, 16th, and 17th. Check out these 1,500 horsepower monsters battle side by side on one of the biggest courses in history. Plus Thunder Trucks, along with the Super GT motorcycles for 3 huge days of motorsport competition. Get tickets at all 96 locations. Stop by your local Carl's Jr. to get your family night coupon, good for half off your child's admission for the three-way Chevrolet Extreme Monster Truck Nationals at Mesa Marin Raceway.
Centennial High School Marching Band.
The scores under the direction of band director Douglas Kelly, assistant director Nick French, percussion instructors Matt Hoyt, Jason Anderson, and Susie Jarman. Marching instructors Jason Armstead and Mike Key. With the four on the wheel by Romaine Corner, Roy Jennings. This evening goal is introduced by 2000 production entitled The Ultimate Conflict. The battle between good and bad, right and wrong, oppression and liberation is given new life by the emotional music of W. Simmons and Amy Holsinger. We will open with Mr. Burner by our friend of Simmons, followed by Diego Leader on a song of the Oasis. Romaine Roy Guinness is the door ready. You may enter the field in exhibition. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we invite you to enjoy the sight and sound of music in motion with the Centennial High School Marching Hawks and Golden Pageantry Gold.
high-speed online service, honestly, will I notice the difference?
Trust me.
Don't like change.
How would you like to try Roadrunner side by side with your current online service?
On your mark.
See how quickly you can find what you want with just a click of a button. You have 30 days to decide if Roadrunner is for you. If not, you haven't risked a thing.
Oh, yeah, it's for me.
Call now and ask how you can get Roadrunner installed for as low as $49.95.
Women's Olympic Soccer. This September during the Sydney 2000 Games, cheer on the USA women's team as they defend their 96th gold medal. Watch MSNBC for complete matches from start to finish and exclusive coverage of the women's soccer final. Part of the complete Olympics on NBC, CNBC, and MSNBC.
Three-Way Chevrolet is a proud sponsor of exclusive Olympic coverage on CNBC.
Bayside takes the second half kickoff, and they lead at 21-14 over Centennial from Golden Hawks Stadium in northwest Bakersfield. The Golden Hawks in a precarious situation, down by 7 at the half, but they've always been a very strong team in the final two periods. And we'll see what happens tonight. Chewy Sotal with a couple of touchdown receptions for East High tonight. Tittlemeyer had a fumble return for a score for Centennial. And Sealish had a touchdown reception from Garner in the first quarter. Paul Padilla, quarterback for East High, hands the ball off to Britt Mooney. And he loses about 2 or 3 in the backfield.
Yeah, right there, like both their footwork was a little bit off, and they kind of bumped into each other and just tripped up Mooney.
Mooney stopped by Henderson.
And he usually doesn't go down that easy either.
3 on the play.
Remember that great run off that pass reception in the first half, which led to one of their scores. Mark Heffernan with Brian Adams. 21-14 in favor of East High. They have the ball. Second down, 2nd and 13 for the Blades. Down to wide left. Padilla looking in that direction. Now spread over the middle. Pass overthrown. The closest man was Darrell Wilson, 33, the free safety for the Golden Hawks. That'll be 3rd and 13 for East High.
Padilla's pass ball is incomplete.
You know, right now, if you're the Golden Hawks, you want to see, if you're a Golden Hawk fan, you want to see a stop right now. You want the ball to be punted. You don't want Padilla to hit one of these guys in the flat again on a 3rd and long and pick up a first down and continue this drive. If you're a Blade fan, you want to see what they've been doing, mixing it up and put the ball out to one of these good athletes in the flats and make a guy miss and pick up a first down or more.
So it's all wide to the right, scouts to wide left for each tie. Single running back behind Padilla. Looks to the left side. Pelican protection, flag is down. Got a pass caught by Stanso, and he probably had defensive interference against Centennial. So the flag in the backfield might be against East, but downfield is probably against Centennial.
Yeah, and right there, Stanso, that's do a nice concentration. You even do a drill like that where you have people's hands in front of you, and he really concentrated on the ball and pulled it in.
Illegal block against East High, and the defensive penalty against Centennial.
Looks like they were offsetting.
Offsetting penalties.
It was hit by Brandon Wigton of Centennial. Stanza was.
And they'll just repeat this 3rd down. And
3rd and 13 for the Blades.
Illegal block and pass interference, offsetting penalties.
As they move right to left across your TV dial here in the 3rd quarter. Paul Padilla, QB, had over 1,100 yards last year as a junior for the Blades. Padilla with a long count, looking to his right, steps up, overthrows his pass, incomplete. That was almost a reception at the 35-yard line by Stansel. Had his finger on it.
Stansel falls incomplete.
But it'd be 4th down for the Blades. And the Golden Hawks should have very good field position.
Yes, they should. Stansel almost pulled in that reception, which will give him a first down, but they'll be punting the ball, and this should be some of the best field position we've seen the Golden Hawks have all night long.
21-14 in favor of the Blades. The Golden Hawks deep man standing at his own 42-yard line.
For the Blades.
Williams with a very short punt for East High. Gets a Blade roll. And rolls about 12 yards to the Centennial 44-yard line. So it wasn't pretty, but it was effective. 10:47 to play in the 3rd quarter. It is East High 21, Centennial 14. Let's see what the Golden Hawks can do here at the 3rd quarter. Their offense has not been that impressive tonight. One of their TDs was scored by a great hit by the defense. And a fumble return for a score by Tittlemeyer.
You know, Centennial's strength is their running game, to be able to ground you out and have ball control and wear your defense out. But East has been doing a good job in that first half of getting 3 and out or putting situations where they had to punt. So it'll be interesting to see how Centennial opens up.
Travis Garner, quarterback, pitch back to Hildebrand. To the 45 to the outside, straight arms and goes down. Fine play by the Blades on the far side. Now the guy who made the tackle is down on the turf for East High.
It looks like you got a little cramps going on right now. That's going to happen this kind of weather. You got to keep your fluids replenished and also keep your potassium levels high.
You know, we can't see his number from our vantage point, but he made a fine play on Hildebrand. Did not let him break to the outside. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Golden Hawks.
It was for no gain. That's what we're talking about. When you see an option play come out.
Well, that's Mooney.
That player is responsible for that. That safety is responsible for that pitch man. That's a good job of him recognizing the option and also keeping his assignment.
That was Brett Mooney, number 6, one of their key players. He leans on his own power. 2nd and 10 for the Golden Hawks. Pitch back Hildebrand. Looks to cut inside. And coming up very well, the Blades. Sakamoto making the initial hit, number 5. They bounced off him and went down. So Sakamoto, who has been a key offensive player for the Blades tonight, makes a big hit defensively.
And there he is right there. He comes up and feels it, and then Boone's going to finish it off.
We heard about Boone at halftime. He's made some in-your-face hits tonight for East High. Number 50, Andrew Boone, part of the linebacking crew. 3rd and long for Centennial. Garner, flush out of the pocket, throws it downfield incomplete. Nobody was anywhere close to the ball. Hildebrand guarded, running an out pattern to the right side. He was covered well. Double coverage on a couple of Centennial receivers across the middle, so he just unloaded it. And punt time for the Golden Hawks. But East High, watch out. Hildebrand is back there as a blocker, remember, in the first half. He caught the ball from the center and ran about 25 yards for a first. East High has to be alert about that. Centennial deep for East High, standing at his own 22-yard line. 9:48 to play, third quarter. The foot of punter will get it away. It's short. Centennial bobbles it, falls on it at the 21-yard line. Chewing Centennial recovers. He's had an outstanding game for East High tonight. Didn't want to bumble that one.
Yeah, he just got a little anxious right there. He had a chance to get up to a blocker to try to get to the picket fence and get the wall so he can run it down the sideline. A little anxious and just hit him in his chest and wasn't able to catch it. He did a good job of following the ball with about 5 Golden Hawks around.
Did you return punts and kickoffs in high school?
Yes.
Which did you prefer?
Punts in high school.
Did you prefer returning punts or kickoffs?
Punts in high school because you got most time they outkick the coverage. You know, if you have a kicker that can really kick the ball, he just unloads and he outkicks the coverage, so you have a lot of time to return. But kickoffs too, they're the same. It's just an opportunity to touch the ball and make a play.
First and 10 for the Blaze. Padilla pitch back. Number 21 in the backfield. He's thrown down for about a 5 or 6 yard loss. Looked to be a little confusion on the play by the Blades, so the execution was not what they would like.
Well, you know, right there, that was just a good job of Centennial reading that reverse option this time and everybody taking their assignment. That's what you have to do whenever you go against some kind of option type of football. You have to play assignment defense, and everybody has to be responsible for their man.
Steve Aguilar, the ball carrier, and they had nowhere to go. 9:07 to play in the third quarter. 21-14 East High. The Golden Hawks trying to pick it up defensively here in the third. East has 2 receivers wide to the right. Padilla back in the shotgun. At 2nd and 16. Long count. Looks to his right. Steps up. Got a pass incomplete. Threw it to the East Side bench. Everybody was covered very well by the Golden Hawks.
It looked like a little miscommunication because the receiver broke inside and Padilla threw the ball to the outside, so could have been a little miscommunication there. Early in the season, you're going to have that.
Seems like that has been the case for East on the last 2 plays. It is 3rd down and 16 for East High in their own territory at the 20-yard line. So Centennial looking to make a big play here. Get the ball back in very good field position. Stands wide left. The man in the slot right to the Blades. Padilla looking towards Stansel. As hit as he tries to throw it, he goes down, a sack.
Padilla stopped by Nate Henderson.
Nate Henderson, number 99, the nose guard for the Golden Hawks, making a stop.
Yeah, right there, Nate did a good job. He was driving that offensive lineman into the quarterback and making the play. Here's right there, Nate's going to drive back and just pushes and pushes. And then they were doing a corner route. And they got a sack.
It only looks Nate at about 6 feet 200, but he looks bigger than that. Punt is underway, end over end, no flag. Takes a East High bounce, picked up by Alexander at the 40-yard line, up to the 45 and dives forward to the 46. So it was an ugly punt, but a nice roll by the Blades. At a Golden Hawks start in very good field position at their own 47-yard line. They're down 21-14 East High with 7:47 to play in the third.
You know, and on that punt, Mooney really avoided disaster. That could have been easily been a safety the way it came to him and did a good job of getting rid of the ball.
Looked like there was contact on Mooney. Dick Earl, Pete Beagley, Travis Dobbs, Ryan Grant, Justin Matting up front for the Golden Hawks. Travis Garner. There's a play action from his 40-yard line. Over the middle pass. Incomplete. Almost caught by Alexander as he tried to sandwich.
For Alexander is incomplete.
A couple of East Side defenders. Could not hold on.
And here it is right here. This is your safety. He's doing his job. That's his job to separate that receiver from the ball. You know, as a receiver, not much you can do except for try to do a cradle catch where you just go up and ball up on the ball like this and try to turn your back a little bit. There's not much a receiver can do on that.
Well called 2nd and 10 for the Golden Hawks at their own 47-yard line. Garner with a long count. While giving Hildebrand hitting the backfield and dropped by big Nathan Rhodes, 73.
Hildebrand brought down by Rhodes.
Nathan showing a lot of quickness.
Yeah, he's just not a big guy. He has a lot of quickness and speed, too, because he's made some plays tonight that if you're a college scout and you come out here to see Justy, you might have just seen a big prize from East High tonight.
And he is only a junior, 6'7", 315 pounds. And that's legit, too. 3rd and 10 for the Golden Hawks as they take their time coming up to the ball. They've had a lot of 2nd and 3rd long situations tonight. That is not their style. Ball into his left, Garner. Pass complete to Seeley's on the other side to the 30-yard line. A race down the sidelines. Haywood goal the distance. Touchdown, Golden Hawks.
Pass complete to Nick Seeley.
And Nick has some speed, too. He catches that ball and turns it on. But we were talking between ourselves, and that's what I was saying about they've had some players open, and that time Garner got rid of the ball early. He didn't wait for Nick to get way down the field. He hit him early to neutralize that speed, that secondary to make up on those pass plays.
Well, I talked a lot about Justin Seeley's, but Nick Seeley's has caught a couple of touchdown passes tonight, and he has shown very good speed. 6'3", 235 pounds. What a find at tight end. And here's a PAT attempt by the Golden Hawks. Kick is up, and it is good. They have a tie ball game, 21-21, 6:44 to play in the 3rd quarter between the Golden Hawks out of Blades of East High.
And here it is here. Garner's going to release that ball, gets it out early, and right there you can't make up a ball thrown like that. Even if he had good makeup speed, and right there Nick just leaves everybody as he prances into the end zone right there.
That's Brian. I'm Mark. I'm Mark. That's Brian.
And we have a tie ball game.
The question is, who are the real Mark and Brian?
Will they please stand up, huh?
Elizalde will be kicking off for Centennial High School as the Golden Hawk fans are standing to their feet, getting into it. And these players on the field at the 5-yard line. Apparently has cramps.
Yep.
Next week we have Argonaut South on Commonwealth Cable Channel 31. Nice throw by Garner to Seeley's. And then the run after the catch by Seeley's. He has a couple of TD receptions, as does Chewy Sotol for East High tonight. Carrying that ball player off the field.
And that's number 41, Jack Rayleigh. He looks like he's cramping up, so they're going to help him off the field. And hopefully he'll be able to return in the game. But you can tell that Centennial made an adjustment to half. They weren't early in the first half. We saw them throwing the ball way downfield, as you said, putting a lot of air on the ball, trying to get it deep. This time we saw him hit pretty much in the seam on that post corner route, rather.
Michael Elizalde with the kickoff for Centennial.
Elizalde stands on the 10-yard line to the 50, looks to the right, slips as he falls down to the 17-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Blades.
On the return.
As the Golden Hawks have caught about 21 midway here through the 3rd quarter at Centennial High School.
And no more, now we have Stansel on the ground.
Defense for Centennial on the last play.
I think Stein cannot afford to have him on the ground. That is an official's timeout.
Yeah, he's a very important player. He's playing at outside wide receiver spot, and also he's a corner.
And you're watching the Prep Football Game of the Week on CNNSI, Time Warner Cable Channel 31, Digital Channel 106.
Change my online service. They're all the same.
This is better.
Prove it.
How would you like to try Roadrunner high-speed online side by side with your current online service?
Dude, let's do it.
See how fast Roadrunner delivers sports and music with just a click of a button. You have 30 days to decide if Roadrunner is for you. If not, you haven't risked a thing.
No risk is good.
Call now and ask how you can get Roadrunner installed for as low as $49.95.
Olympic boxing. This September during the Sydney 2000 Games. Watch CNBC, the home of Olympic boxing. Only CNBC has non-stop boxing action nightly from 5 to 7 Eastern and Pacific. So don't miss a punch. It's all part of the complete Olympics on NBC, CNBC, and MSNBC.
Three-Way Chevrolet is a proud sponsor of exclusive Olympic coverage on CNBC.
A 21-21 ball game, 6:38 to play here in the third quarter. Ace time of the ball, 1st and 10. Moving right to left across your TV dial. Mark Heffernan and Brian Adams with a play. Long pass is incomplete in front of the Centennial bench. Intended for Chewy Satal. Coverage by Vance Kobe. Kobe Vance, I should say, for Centennial. Nice coverage downfield.
Yeah, and Centennial defensive backs do a real good job. Even last year when we saw them against BHS, with BHS speed, they have a tendency to play off and stay on top of you, and that's just good coaching.
Hey, there's Mike. Hi, Mike. Mike, part of our illustrious camera crew here at Time Warner Cable. Our teamwork is of the essence. Second down pitch back to Mooney. Looks for a block to the outside. Hit and dropped. So the Golden Hawks spring out the play very well. And it looks like their defense is beginning to come of age here in the second half.
Well, their defense had some good stops in the first half, too. It just East High made some big plays with Mooney, and then they had the big play with Chewy Satal. So, you know, you take away those big plays, and they really have played a solid defensive game.
Smotherman made the stop for Centennial at a 3rd and 9 for East High in their own territory at the 19-yard line. So East High has not had good field position here in the second half. Let's see if Padilla can bring them out of it. High formation behind him. They flood to the left side with a couple of receivers. Pitch back to Mooney. He's looking to throw the ball. Downfield. Incomplete. Should be a flag against the Golden Hawks.
And it's going to be.
An early hit by Darrell Wilson.
And it's going to be.
Yeah, it came a little bit too early.
And that's going to keep this drive going right here. It was 3rd down 9. It's going to be a 1st down now. So the defense has reset and play a good solid 3 downs and try to get a punt. And if you, again, the Blaze, they're going to go back to doing what they're doing. They try to.
Hey, Brian, are you hungry?
Not yet.
Okay.
Unless you're buying.
Have you seen my wallet? Well, I actually have at least $5 in it. That's good for me. It is 1st and 10 for the Blades after that penalty against the Golden Hawks. Padilla looking to pitch it to Mooney.
The ball carrier.
They string him out. Now reverses field. Goes forward about 2 yards and it's dropped. It almost looked like he ran into his old man, Nathan Rhodes, 73. He loses about 2 or 3.
But see, that's the way you tackle Mooney. That time that you saw 4 or 5 Golden Hawks getting off the pile. That's how you tackle him right there.
We have a red Chrysler van, license plate 3WUJ312. That's a red Chrysler van.
I don't have my van with me tonight.
We have a white Dodge pickup.
I would not have a white pickup.
5R 4946.
Metallic gold.
A white Dodge pickup.
Well, then you'll be okay
And a
then.
red Chrysler van. Please move them
I'm fine.
immediately, or they will need to be towed.
2nd and 10 for the Blades at their own 33-yard line. Clock running 5:25 to play in the third. Padilla play action rolling to his right. Nice protection. Does he have some running room in front of him? To the 40, has the first down, knocked out of bounds. Tony Morales ran him out.
Padilla knocked out of bounds by Tony Morales.
And Padilla comes up limping for the Blaze, number 1. And now he's trying to run it off.
He's a tough kid.
Officials timeout.
It's another Padilla's on the ground now. It's like he's stretching his leg out. We got a lot of cramps going on in the East High Blade football team.
Did you know the public address announcer and I were in unity that time? We said officials timeout simultaneously. It was almost like a simulcast. On cue. And the guys here at Time Warner are always on cue, especially when it comes to football coverage. Led by the always popular Bernie. 5:13 to play in the third. 21-21 ball game. It is 3rd and a long 4 for the Blades at their own 39-yard line. They would like to keep the football and get some points off of this drive, keep the ball away from the Golden Hawks. So tall wide to the left. Padilla, play action. Looking to throw, screen pass. Play to Sakamoto, hit at the 30-yard line, driven down. A big loss and a huge play for the Golden Hawks. Tony Morales making a superb hit for Centennial. Number 45.
And they're right there, they're sitting between, but right there you see 2 Golden Hawks. They're back past the lineman. They're waiting for that. They sniffed it out. They made a good play. Right now, the Golden Hawk defense is really playing some fundamentally sound football, and they're taking their assignments and they're executing them.
You don't come into the Hawks' nest uninvited.
And once again, they should get good field position, so it really opens up your playbook again when you work on a short field.
Yeah, Centennial winning the field position game here in the third quarter. Long punt. Drives Alexander to his knee. And he's down at the 28-yard line.
Punt is down by Ryan Alexander.
Excellent punt. 1st and 10 for the Golden Hawks at their own 28-yard line. 4 minutes plus to play here in the third. The fans here showing their appreciation for the effort of Centennial High School. Beautiful crowd here tonight, as usual, at Golden Hawk Stadium. On a slightly warm but very pleasant Friday evening. Number 19, a ball carrier for Centennial, stays on his feet across the 35 to about the 37-yard line.
By Kelly Williams.
Tony Williams, I believe, making his first running attempt tonight for Centennial. Alexander exits. Sakamoto with a tackle for East High. And he showed a lot of drive in that running attempt.
Williams picks
There's a lot of quickness too, ability to move and make guys miss and keep going.
2nd and 2 for Centennial. And they like this type of situation. Up the middle. Close to the first down marker as they are driven back. Number 41, the ball carrier for the Golden Hawks.
Joe Cooper.
And Joe Cooper, the fullback.
First down for the Golden Hawks.
I think that's his initial carry of the game. He made it count, 2nd and 2. He makes the first down. Centennial faced so many 2nd and 3rd and long situations in the first half. Done a better job in the first down plays. 1st and 10, Alexander in motion. Garner rolling out, a flag is down. Fires it complete to Cooper at the 45-yard line. Pick up about 5 or 6. But where did the flag come from? It might be against the Golden Hawks. Holding against Centennial.
It is.
That's what plagued them in the first half.
But
penalties
again,
like that.
The Golden Hawks had these plays open on the first half. They were off. They were going for the deeper ball, trying to throw it up, and EB players were coming making plays. Now he's getting rid of the ball a lot earlier and getting to the players when they're on the run. So get a chance to catch the ball and let the receiver do the running. You don't have to always get the yards in the air.
Looks like we might have a fantastic finish tonight between Centennial and East High. The Golden Hawks back to their own 25-yard line. First down 24. That was nothing for BHS back in the days of Brian Adams. Garner play action once was right, looking downfield. Here comes Boone. He eludes him. Eludes another blade and steps out of bounds at the 32-yard line.
Garner keeps the ball.
So very short pickup by Travis Garner, the quarterback. Excellent coverage downfield for the Blades.
Garner stopped by John.
You know, and Garner showed doing something that good quarterbacks do, smart quarterbacks do. Didn't try to force the ball into any coverage. He kept stringing out and picked up a few yards and cut it down a little bit. It's still 2nd and 17, which is still a long way. But, you know, another good play, you can get 10 yards here, you can chip into it and have a 3rd and 7.
Yeah. Garner picked up 7 yards in that run, which was initially a pass. The Golden Hawks in the middle of the field. Cooper in motion. Ball given to Williams to the outside. Goodspeed 35 to the 40-yard line. Just short of the first down. Kevin Williams has looked very impressive on 2 runs in this drive for Centennial. Has some speed to the outside.
And looks like Centennial's found something that's working. They have a running back that's a little more quickness and speed.
Right.
And also, they're going back to that side, and they're having contained problems on that right side of that EB defense. That's twice he's been able to do that, get outside and pick up some yardage.
He's been able to bounce it. It'll be 3rd and short for the Golden Hawks at their own 49-yard line. 2:35 to play in the third. A 21-21 ball game between Centennial and East High. Opening game of the prep football season here on CNNSI, Time Warner Cable Channel 31 and Digital Channel 106. East High showing blitz. I believe the Blades were off sides. A little bit too anxious. And that will give the Golden Hawks the first down at East Side territory at the 46-yard line. Little gift.
Garner did a little hard count like old John Elway used to do.
First penalty gives Centennial a first down.
Well, we had a 21-14 game at halftime in favor of East. And obviously the second half slowed down quite a bit offensively for both teams. Garner to throw. Overshoots Seelish at about the 35-yard line. Double coverage by East High.
Pass intended for Seelig.
And Seelig has had a couple of TD receptions today. One in the first quarter and the other one here in this quarter.
And on that play, Alexander is the one that popped out open. Those receivers have been crossing a couple times tonight, and that time it was Alexander who was open.
Well, we'll call it 2nd and 10 for the Golden Hawks. Moving left to right here in the third quarter. In the waning stages of the third. 1:55 to play. In the slot, Alexander. Williams with the ball. Breaks the tackle, dives across the 45 to about the 44-yard line.
Williams for the Golden Hawks.
The Golden Hawks trying to keep the ball on the ground. Chew up some clock.
Gomez and Torres.
And eventually score. Gomez and Torres converging on the tackle for East High. Third on about 8. First half, there was a lot of offensive fireworks. Here in the third, things have slowed down for both teams. Split backs behind Garner. Play action from midfield, looking downfield. Fires it. Oh, incomplete. Whoa.
Pass intended for Payne is incomplete.
Right through the hands of Payne. Might have been blocked off somewhat by the defensive back who put his arm up there at the last second. But it looked like it was catchable.
And right here, I think both teams dodged the bullets. I think right there, if Chewy doesn't fall down, he has a chance to make an interception, and he falls. And then we have the receiver drops the ball and misses it for a touchdown. So both teams dodged the bullet.
Wow. 1 10 to play in the third. Centennial will punt.
Garrett White with the punt.
White with a nice
Tall.
high punt. Takes a Centennial roll, but I think it goes through the end zone. Looked like the ball was going to bounce from left to right. But each time will have it at their own 20-yard line with 1 minute left here in the third. Oh, a 21-21 ball game. Oh, it should have a very exciting fourth quarter.
Yeah, East High's offense has been a little stagnant the last few series of this second half. You know, you got to give some credit too. Also, that the linebacking core who leads this team is doing a real good job on those first runs and putting East High in those 3rd and 12s and long yardage.
Well, East High had better field position to start their drives in the first half. They've been back inside their 20 here in the third quarter, and the Golden Hawks have done a better job defensively. Padilla looking to his right. Steps up. Pass incomplete. Intended for Mooney. Underthrew him. But Brent would not have gone too far if he caught that ball. It'll be 2nd and 10 for East High.
Please report to the snack bar immediately.
East High seemed to be much sharper offensively in the first half. The communication has not quite been there here in the third quarter.
Well, I think, too, again, there was some pressure by a defensive lineman pushing an offensive lineman upfield and looked like got the arm hit a little bit. The ball came out a little wobbly. His ball looked like that. You think somebody hit it or he threw his arm into the offensive lineman.
2nd and 10 for the Blaze. Padilla had trouble with the snap, looking to his left. Fires it over the middle, complete to Sital. Has the first down, goes down to 33. So Chewy had a couple of TD receptions in the first half, makes a big catch here.
You know, that just might be what the Blade offense needs, is to have a good play with no penalty flags and to get your kick started. But again, right there, I mean, when Padilla has time, he can sit back and he throws a real nice ball.
He fires that one over the middle. 1st and 10 for East High. 35 seconds to play here in the third. 1st and 10 for the Blaze at their own 32-yard line. Padilla looking over the defense. 3-4 situation for Centennial. Rolling to his right. Steps up. Fires it complete to Sital. Comes back to midfield 50. 40-yard line. 3 guys behind him to the 20. To the 15. Dragged out of the 10-yard line. Chewing Sital with a major play for East High.
And he's a senior. This is his first year coming out. He's a senior, and he's making some big plays.
Did a great job coming back for the ball.
And that's what you do on a hook pass. They teach you that at early levels, but they really reinforce it when you see it on the next level, college and pro. Those guys really coming back to get the ball. Right here, he steps back. Padilla again throws a strike. And Padilla's going to come back. Sital comes back and gets it.
Seeley's missed him, number 9.
Justy kind of hits up high. He throws him off, and right now he's going to try to go to the races. And Vance Kobe does a good job of running him down right here and saving the touchdown.
That's some good speed, 21 for Centennial. First down for the Blades. At the conclusion of the third quarter, 21-21 ball game between the Golden Hawks and East High. And you're watching the Prep Football Game of the Week right here on CNNSI, Time Warner Cable, Channel 31, Digital, Channel 106.
Time Warner Productions, we can make all your precious memories available for viewing for years and years to come. Sit back and watch your greatest moments come to life on your television set as we transfer your most memorable photos to video and set them to your favorite music. Time Warner Productions can also edit your home movies, making several years flow at a quick pace for all to enjoy. With the help of our friendly staff of experienced editors and our state-of-the-art equipment, you'll get a professional product at affordable rates. So don't wait any longer. Call Time Warner Productions for an appointment today.
10 of the nation's top monster trucks, including Bakersfield, Monster Truck, and Barefoot, come to the nation's home of truck racing, Bakersfield's Mesa Marin Raceway. It's the three-way Chevrolet Extreme Monster Truck National, September 15th, 16th, and 17th. Check out these 1,500 horsepower monsters battle side by side on one of the biggest courses in history. Plus Thunder Trucks, along with the Super GT motorcycles for 3 huge days of motorsport competition. Get tickets at all Valley Tix locations. Stop by your local Carl's Jr. to get your family night coupon, good for half off your child's admission for the three-way Chevrolet Extreme Monster Truck Nationals at Mesa Marin Raceway.
begin the fourth quarter. Each time with the ball, there's Sakamoto hit at the 10-yard line, dives forward to about the 9. So the Blades trying to regain the lead against the Golden Hawks at Golden Hawks Stadium on the campus of Centennial High School. Chewy Sotal has been a big, major offensive force for Eastside tonight. A couple of TD receptions. And a long run after his last reception. Setting up Eastside deep in Centennial territory. They're at the 8-yard line. Second at goal from the 7. Sotal wide right. Stansel. Wide to left Sakamoto and Mooney in the backfield. Sakamoto slot right. Paul Padilla looking to his left for Stansel. Throws it high and out of the end zone.
Padilla's pass intended for Stansel.
Now they didn't connect on that play, but that was really a beautiful route that Stansel just ran. He runs that little quick in and he goes back to the corner. It's a beautiful route.
Kobe Vance on the coverage for the Golden Hawks, number 21. He made that TD saving tackle on Chewy Sotal moments ago, late in the third. And the Golden Hawk fans standing to their feet, cheering their defense on. Chance a wide left. Sotal to the right. A noise here. Padilla falls down as he backs up, getting ready to throw. That is basically a wasted down for East High. A costly trip for Paul Padilla. It'll be fourth down.
Got stepped on there by his offensive lineman and tripped down. And
watch out.
Here it is right here. Doesn't quite get his foot out of the way of the center and falls over.
Okay, it'll be another field goal attempt for the Blades.
Chris White to attempt a field goal.
It'll be a 27-yard attempt. It is blocked. White field goal attempt is blocked by the Golden Hawks. So he is 0 for 2 tonight. And field goal attempt, the first one went wide left. Morales making the hit, making the stop for Centennial. And the Golden Hawk defense, special teams, comes through.
And right there, that comes up the middle, and that can't happen right there up the middle. Those linemen got to keep those legs together and stay tight and be strong. You can't let the guy jump through the middle and come make a block.
Tony Morales, number 45, making a play for the Golden Hawks. They take over Garner to Williams to the 20-yard line. Gets by him and puts his head down, out of bounds to the 23. This guy's shown quite a bit here in the second half for the Golden Hawks, number 19.
Yeah, Williams is trying to be a little bit quicker, so he's having the ability to get outside and have some one-on-one chances where the other backs look like they were trying to run through 2 or 3 guys at a time. And here he is right here. He kind of just dances to the outside, hesitates, pops out, and straight arms the guy, and then fights for some extra yardage.
Tackle by Mooney. 9:55 to play in the ball game. Second and short for the Golden Hawks. Garner, like a mix-up. Tries to throw it, sacked in the backfield.
Garner.
Had to be miscommunication among the Golden Hawks. Wasn't sure if it was a pitch out or a reverse or what.
It didn't look like a pass for a second.
And Garner eats it right there, so they were going pretty good. And he loses some big yardage. It'll be 3rd and 8 for the Golden Hawks. They had 2nd and 3, now 3rd and long 7.
You know, like you said earlier, these are the downs, situations that the Golden Hawks are trying to avoid is the 3rd and 8, and 3rd and longer.
Travis Garner, quarterback, QB for Centennial, have a man in motion. Guarded by Stansel. Play action rolling to his right, looking downfield. The pass complete to Williams. Has a first down to the 30-yard line. And he is dropped by number 4 for the Blades. But not before he picked up the first down. Williams has been a big offensive key for the Golden Hawks here in the second half.
Williams picks up.
And again, even in the first half, this rollout play, they've had guys open in the first half, and again, you continue to see wide open Golden Hawk receivers like that.
Richard Gomez with a tackle for the Blades. Gomez, Rayleigh Boone, the linebackers. Aguilar stands to the corners. Done a good job tonight. Sakamoto, Mooney at safety for the Blades. 1st and 10. Garner. Lost a high pass, incomplete for Alexander. 1-on-1 coverage by Sakamoto at the 45-yard line.
Sakamoto on the coverage.
Overthrew it. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Golden Hawks. 8-2-1 to play in the ball game.
You know, they're catching the Blades in man-to-man coverage, and they're doing some minor little crossing routes, and the guys are busting wide open.
Just a matter of making that connection with your receiver. Well, we've had a very exciting game to start our coverage this year on Time Warner Cable. This game has been close from start to finish. 2nd and 10 for the Blades. Garner, long count. Alexander in motion. They'll play action rolling to his right. At a pass complete. Alexander has a first down and more. To the 49-yard line.
Aguilar on the
Alexander and Garner hooking up this time for a first down for the Golden Hawks.
And once again, they're catching him man-to-man, and it's just a hard play for you to trail a guy across the field like that. You know, it's just, and he's getting rid of that ball quick, so the guys are catching the ball have a chance to turn the ball upfield. But that's a hard coverage for a defensive back to go across the field for that long of a time period.
Nice short passing game employed by the Golden Hawks. 7:50 left to play in a ball game, 21-21. Garner now rolling to his left, looking downfield. Gets a block, a flag is down to the 45, hit hard, down to the 44.
Garner keeps the ball. There's a flag on the play.
Anthony making the tackle for East High.
Against East.
Defensive holding against East. So that was a plus for the Golden Hawks. A tie ball game. At a costly mistake, a costly penalty against the Blades.
Holding penalty gives Centennial a first down.
At a Golden Hawks inside a 35-yard line in East Side territory. So the Blades have not scored a point here in the second half.
No, and you know, they've had 2 opportunities to put 6 on the board with 2 field goals and had 1 blocked and 1 was, like I said, wide left. So, you know, you got to take advantage of opportunities.
I talked about the fact that Centennial was a very good second half team, especially here at home. Hildebrand, big open to the 30-yard line, down to the 29. A tackle by Richard Gomez for the Blades.
Hildebrand stopped by Jerry
Guantes. 2nd and 5 for the Golden Hawks.
You know, and the Blades defense has been on the field for a long period of time in the second half, and you got to wonder with the warm weather, are they wearing down? You know, right now is when you got to kind of have a gut check and say, you know, we need to step up and make a couple plays. Let's put the pressure on them to either decide to go for a field goal or punt the ball.
We'll have 4 or 5 guys that go both ways in our team. 6:50 to play. Hildebrand to the outside, gets past Stansel to the 20-yard line, puts his head down to the 12. 1st and 10 for the Golden Hawks. Able to slip past Stansel.
Darren Hildebrand stopped by
Hildebrand, a very rested running back because Williams has been carrying the ball quite a bit here in the second half.
Right there, good block right there. And Stansel will come up a little shallow, takes a bad angle. Hildebrand's able to get out and turn it up. Right there, if you're the corner, you want to come up with that left field shoulder on the outside and make that guy turn inside. You don't want him to get outside. You're like the last level of defense except for your safety.
It is 1st and 10 for the Golden Hawks. Hildebrand again, nice block up middle to the 5. Powers his way close to the goal line. Carrying Blades on his back. At a clock winding down to the 6-minute mark. No pun intended.
And now right now you got a tired defense because now you're starting to see this offensive line just push these guys back. And running backs are going 3 and 4 yards before they're getting hit. And again, we have some cramping again from one of the East High Blade players. So
2nd and 1 from the 3-yard line.
They're definitely keeping the trainer busy on the sideline.
5:56 on the clock. The Golden Hawks at the 2 or 3 yard line. And the Golden Hawks looking for a touchdown in the situation.
Third quarter score, Foothill 7, North High 6. And a late fourth quarter score, Liberty 37, Granite Hills nothing.
Number of players have cramped up tonight, Brian.
Yeah, that's been the fourth or fifth player for East High to cramp up. We haven't seen one player from the Golden Hawks, but when you have this kind of temperature, that's what you see a lot.
The Blades are definitely a tired team here in the second half, as the defense has logged a lot of time on the field. The offense has been unable to move the football in the final 2 periods. The Golden Hawks, 2nd and 1. Hillebrand, left side, has a block. Dives to the end zone.
Hillebrand in for the touchdown.
Touchdown, Centennial.
You know, this is really the Golden Hawks' first drive. They've scored on big plays. Fumble recovery, 2 big passes to Nick. So, I mean, that's their first true drive of the night. And that gives them the lead. Now, every time they've done that, East High's come back and answered. They're going to have to come back and dig down deep now, and the offense comes back on the field.
The Golden Hawks back on top, 27-21. The PAT is up, and it is good. 5:45 to play in a ball game. Centennial 28 at East Side 21.
Centennial 28.
They're just going to just power this ball off tackle right here. And he puts his head down and dives for the goal line. Good play.
Nice block by number 65, left tackle Justin Matting of Centennial. And the offensive line of Jake Earl, Pete Beagley, Travis Dobbs, Ryan Grant, and Matting doing a great job here in the second half. That was Centennial football's past drive.
Yeah, and this is drive what they do best. They wear you down, and that's what they do. You said they're a good second half team. That's what makes them a good second half team, is the ability to wear down the defense. And then when they need those gut check drives, they're still going strong, and they're going to wear you out. But they're going to have to come back, though, and keep playing that solid defense, and they can't afford to let the big play happen on this possession coming up, because East High has the ability to make some big plays.
Well, the Blades have been very quiet offensively here in the second half. They have not scored. They led 21-14 at one point. Now they're down by 7, 28-21. So the Blades have plenty of time to answer. A touchdown by the Golden Hawks. We'll see what happens.
Off for Centennial.
Ball comes to Mooney. Across the 20, 25-yard line.
On the run back.
To about the 31. Mooney and Stansel couldn't decide who was going to return the ball.
Yeah, it looked like Mooney just kind of came in to decide he wanted the ball and kind of took it.
Gotta want the ball this time of the game. No time to think about it. 1st and 10 for the Blades at their own 31-yard line. You take it, I'll take it. You take it, I'll take it. Let's both take it.
He took it right there, and he really did a good job returning the ball, getting the ball field, and almost had a big touchdown return. He could have beat that one man and broke loose.
Brandon Woodton of Centennial on the play. Padilla throw on a pass. Almost picked off. Throw behind Mooney.
Pass intended for Mooney's incomplete.
It was coming back to the middle of the field. And Padilla threw an out pattern. Holding against East High. Holding against the Blades. Now the Blades going backwards. 5:33 on the clock. And 28-21 in favor of Centennial.
You know, that's not what you want to do. But again, he's got to keep the composure. They have a quarterback who's been in a situation before from last year. You got to just put your faith in him and let him lead your team out.
As Paul Padilla operating from the shotgun for East High. 3 receivers to the right. 2 to the left, and Mooney in motion. Pass complete to Mooney in the backfield to the 20-yard line. And the Golden Hawks stringing out very well. Very short gain. And timeout, Golden Hawks. Second and very long for East High.
Even though it was a short gain, the one thing they did, though, they had one-on-one coverage out to the backside to Stancil. So, sometimes you got to be real careful when the teams do stuff like that. They try to set you up and get everybody to flood over there and make a big play with a one-on-one play on the backside.
Well, the Golden Hawks in the second half have done a great job adjusting to the East High offense. Seemingly they smell out about every other play. Their defense have strung out the wide plays very well. Except for that one play, they haven't gotten beat deep.
Leslie King to the snack bar, please. Leslie King.
No,
thanks to the speed of Kobe Vance, East High did not pick up a touchdown.
Yeah, and didn't get a field goal either.
Right.
They had a
long run by Sital.
Yeah. So you're looking at, they dodged some bullets, and it could be a one-point game. Right now, she had 2 field goals, but they don't. They're down by 7, and right now, like I said, they said to dig down deep, and they got to make a decision as a team, the unit out there, to just make some plays. I don't think they have to go for a big play, but just short plays and eat some yards back up like we saw Centennial do when they had the long first down.
Second and 18 for the Blades. Padilla from the shotgun. A look to his left. Here comes the rush. Rolls back to his right. Fires it. Is it complete? In front of the Golden Hawk bench at the 31-yard line to Sakamoto. Coverage by Justin Sealeach, number 9 for the Golden Hawks.
And that's that mobility you see when you have a quarterback who's mobile. He's able to avoid the rush, and he picks up about 8 yards or so, but instead of being 3rd and 20-something with a sack, now you're 3rd and 12, and that's a down distance that that you have a chance to make.
3rd and 11 for East High. Padilla looking to his left. The pass underthrown to Stancil. Covered by number 42, Brandon Wigton.
Stancil falls incomplete.
Excellent defense by the Golden Hawks. It is 4th down and 11. 4:43 on the clock.
And it's like they're going to go for it. They're going to put it out and try to pick up this first down. So this could be do or die right now for the Blades on this down.
Now each time we'll call a timeout. Think about it a little bit more. They're in their own territory at the 30-yard line. 4th down and 11.
There's a lot of different philosophies that, and thoughts that can go through on a play like this. Do you go 2 downs? Your offense will be on the field long. Your defense looks a little tired. Do you keep them out there? Do you punt and take a chance with your defense to hold who's tired, or do you try to pick up the first down now and keep the drive going?
If you, our viewers, would like a copy of tonight's game or any other local program right here on CNNSI, Time Warner Cable Channel 31, Digital Channel 106, call us at 322-1941, 322-1941. Fourth down, 11 for East High at their own 30-yard line. But 4:43 to play in a ball game. Blades down by 7.
Timeout Centennial.
Yep, now the Golden Hawks counter with a timeout. They're going to go over this and tell them, hey, look for the fake punt. Make sure everybody's thinking about that. Because right now you're not worried about return. You're returning if you have a guy back to the field, you're returning about fielding the ball, and that's it. You're not worried about returning the ball, setting up a return. Just want to make sure nobody does the fake punt on you and picks up this first down.
So the Blades call a timeout, then Centennial call a timeout.
In front of the Booster Cafe. Rita Bayo to the Booster Cafe.
Now we get back to the action. 4th down, 11 to go for East High. They're on 30-yard line. We'll see what the Blades try to do in this situation. Looks like the Blades are going to punt it. But there might be a fake. Sakamoto back at his own 25-yard line. He has a running back for East High. They're going to kick it away.
Chris White, the punter.
Chris White bangs it out for East High. Takes a blade bounce. Rolls about 17 yards. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Golden Hawks at their own 23-yard line. 4-3-1 on the clock. Let's go East High D.
Yeah, that's going to be the challenge on the other side of the field over there. They're going to have a defense that can hopefully take this team, if you're the Blades, and do 3 and out and force a punt. You know, if you're the Golden Hawks, you got the running game going down. Your offensive line is starting to wear down that defensive line. You just want to pound it out, keep that ball on the ground. You know, who knows? It might open up when you have a pass play, but right now your running game is rolling real well. See if you can grind some first downs out.
Travis Garner, the quarterback for Centennial. Go the ball, Hildebrand to the 35. And I think it goes out of bounds at a 30. No, it doesn't. The clock continues to run.
Hildebrand stopped by Boone and stopped.
When you're running back for Centennial, you do not want to go out of bounds and stop the clock.
No, and he did a good job of getting down. He was getting close to that sideline, and you saw him. He went down. He didn't try to fight it and go for the extra yardage.
Pick of 6 on the play, 2nd and 4.
That's what Jim Everett, the former quarterback of the Rams, used to do. He never tried to fight for extra yardage.
We won't comment on that.
Okay, to a 2nd and a long 4 for the Golden Hawks. The clock at 3:45 to play in a ball game. We try to eat up that clock here in the 4th quarter. Latter stages. Hildebrand, look at that blocking in front.
Hildebrand once again.
Puts his head down. And he is close to that first down marker at the 39-yard line.
Mooney and Hernandez in on the stop. Hildebrand picks up another first down.
Money on the stop, 1st and 10 for the Golden Hawks. As the clock continues to run in their favor. They're up by 7, 28-21. Now the Golden Hawks taking their time here in the 4th quarter. It was 21-14 in favor of East at the half. And Centennial has dominated the final 2 quarters. Hildebrand in a backfield. Maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage. As the clock is under 3 minutes to play in a ball game. Going to be 2nd and 10 for Centennial. Andrew Boone making the initial contact. And the Blades call a timeout.
You know, and that's the kind of defensive stop they needed right there. Get some pressure in that backfield and hit the guy deep and hope you can hold him to no yards or 1 yard. And have two more tough defensive stances and punt and see if you can orchestrate a 2-minute drill.
We are above the press box at Centennial High School for our season opener for the year 2000 between the Golden Hawks and the Blades of East High. Tough ball game. What a way to begin the new season. Our 5th year of prep football coverage on Time Warner Cable. Now Channel 31, Digital Channel 106. 2nd and 10 for Centennial. They probably will keep the ball on the ground against a very tired East High defense. A lot of those guys have played offense for the Blades.
That's what you think, but you know, been wrong before.
Alexander motion, the ball given to Hildebrand. Gains about a half yard, driven back by the Blades.
Timeout East High.
Now Richard Gomez, number 4, has had an outstanding game for the Blades. And a lot of tackles.
Yeah, this linebacking crew for the Blades is really a good linebacking crew. They make a lot of tackles. This team tackles real well as a team. You know, you see a lot of times there's 3 or 4 Blades there to make a tackle.
Both teams talking things over with their coaches on the field. Clock is at 2:59. It is 3rd and 8 for Centennial, so a very big play for the East High defense. As a former announcer would say, this is the play of the game.
Well, we got a little too much time yet for this.
Really a beautiful evening here at Centennial High School tonight. Been getting cooler here in the 4th quarter. Okay, 3rd and long 8 for the Golden Hawks. at their own 37-yard line. One receiver wide to the left. Garner and company. Looked like East High was offsides.
Yeah, and that's the third one tonight where he's in that hard count and has gotten somebody to jump.
It'll go from 3rd and 8 to 3rd and 3 for the Golden Hawks. As they're across the 40 to about the 41-yard line.
And I wouldn't be surprised if he hard counts one more time either.
One more time and it's all over. 3rd and 3 for the Golden Hawks at their own 41-yard line. They're up by 7 over the Blades. Garner with a count. Rolls goes right, it's going to keep it to the 42-yard line and driven down. It'll be 4th down for the Golden Hawks. The clock is running at 2:45.
Gets back to the line of scrimmage.
So Garner running wide on the play. Eventually tries to cut back and is driven down. Chewy Satal back deep for East High at his own 20-yard line. As the clock continues to roll for Centennial. At the 2:25 mark. High punt.
That's a return ball right there.
To the 20-yard line.
Hit by Garrett White.
No blockers in front of him. It does not get out of bounds, but it gets to the 25-yard line.
And that's the kind of ball as a punt returner that you want to be able to return. It's a lower ball. It's not hanging in the air long. He just didn't have the blockers outside. Once he got outside, if he could have got 1 or 2 guys picked off, could have been big trouble.
We'll see what East High can do here, throwing 25-yard line down by 7. 2:12 to play in a ball game. It has been a very slow second half for the Blades. Boone, Rhodes, Mooney, Stansel. A number of Blades have gone both ways tonight. At least 5 or 6 of them. Padilla looking to his left. Steps up. Tittlemeyer in his face. And now it goes down.
It's a big play by Tittlemeyer right there, too.
Tittlemeyer with assistance by Chris Smotherman for Centennial. Got a big sack job on Paul Padilla, quarterback of East High. 2nd and 16 for the Blades. Deep in their own territory inside the 20-yard line.
You know, and that O-line's getting tired, but they have to buckle down. They can't let that happen right there.
So Tom wide to the right. They play the left side with a couple of receivers. Padilla throw. Here comes the pressure. He's down again.
Padilla brought down by Tony Morales.
Tony Morales, 45. Little assistance from Henderson, number 99 for Centennial.
Loss of 4 on the play.
Another loss of 4 yards.
He's going back 1, 2, 3, 4. So he's trying to get a 5-step drop. He doesn't have time. You know, sometimes you want to get big plays back, but a 3-step and get rid of the ball is just as effective at times.
3rd and 20 for the Blades, but he'll throw. Pumps one. His pass complete. It is a 1st down for the Blades. Chewy Satal across the 40-yard line to the 44.
Pass complete to Siddall. Good for a 1st down for East High.
Excellent post pattern and a reception by Satal. East High remains alive. 53 seconds on the clock at their own 44-yard line. Paul Padilla, quarterback. The clock is running. Looking to his left. Here's protection of pass. Incomplete. Intended for Chewy. On the left side. 41 seconds left. Each time their own territory. But putting up a game against Centennial. And the Golden Hawk fans are rumbling here in the stands. Oh, yeah.
You know, they're going to have to run something to the sideline. They don't have much time left. They need to make a catch, get out of bounds.
Well, the call wide left for the Blades. Padilla looking that direction. He's hit and dropped. at the 38-yard line.
Brought down by Nate Henderson.
Nate Henderson.
They got to get back.
With a second sack tonight, number 99, doing a great job. The clock running. 24 seconds left. He's tied down by 7 at their own 39-yard line. And Padilla has to make something happen in a hurry. Back. Out pattern, it is picked off on the far side. And that should do it.
Interception by Darrell Wilson.
Darrell Wilson, number 33, with the interception for the Golden Hawks. 6 seconds on the clock. The Golden Hawks have come with a very, very tough victory over East High.
Yes, I think East High's going to cause a lot of problems in that Southeast Yosemite League. You know, they're defending champions. You know, and although they didn't win tonight, but you know they're going to be a force in that league.
But the Golden Hawks very tough. Centennial 6th consecutive victory over East High, but like most of the other ones, a very tough game. And this one going down to the wire tonight at Centennial High School. So East will be 0-1. Centennial 1-0 at the beginning of the 2000 season. The Blades compete in the Southeast Yosemite League and Centennial in the Southwest Yosemite League. Both are prime contenders in their respective leagues. Final score tonight, the Golden Hawks 28, East High Blades 21. What a ball game to begin this season.
Here's that play right here. Safety comes over, makes a nice interception, and that does it. That puts it in the bag.
Final score 28-21 in favor of Centennial. You've been watching the Prep Football Game of the Week right here on CNNSI, Time Warner Cable, Channel 31, Digital Channel 106.
Truck racing. Bakersfield's Mesa Marin Raceway. It's the three-way Chevrolet Extreme Monster Truck National. September 15th, 16th, and 17th. Check out these 1,500 horsepower monsters battle side by side at one of the biggest courses in history. Los Thunder Trucks. Along with the Super TT motorcycles for 3 huge days of motorsport competition. Get tickets at all 96 locations. Stop by your local Carl's Jr. to get your family night coupon. Good for half off your child's admission for the three-way Chevrolet Extreme Monster Truck Nationals at Mesa Marin Raceway.
Change my online service. They're all the same.
This is better.
Prove it.
How would you like to try Roadrunner High-Speed Online side by side with your current online service?
Dude, let's do it.
See how fast Roadrunner delivers sports and music with just a click of a button. You have 30 days to decide if Roadrunner is for you. If not, you haven't risked a thing.
No risk is good.
Call now and ask how you can get Roadrunner installed for as low as $49.95.
At a final score tonight from Centennial High School, the Golden Hawks 28 and East High 21 in the season opening game of Time Warner Cable's coverage of prep football this year, Brian.
Yeah, and it couldn't have been a better game. It went down to the final minutes of the game. East High had an opportunity to win. Centennial pulled it off. They did what they do always in the second half. They used their big offensive line in their running game to just ground you out and wear you down.
The Blades had a 21-14 lead at the half. They didn't score a single point in the second half. Chewy Sotal had a couple of TD receptions for East High and had a marvelous game offensively. And also Justin Seeley's of Centennial had a couple of TD receptions also.
Yeah, I think also, too, Garner, for his first game as a varsity quarterback, really made some nice throws. He had a couple balls dropped on him that could have been big plays as well. And we're going to see him mature as the season goes along.
What kind of adjustments did the Golden Hawks make in the second half to contain the East High offense?
Well, it looks like they settled down. They buckled down on the run. They didn't let Mooney get off on the big runs. And they just decided that, you know what, we're going to play the defense that got us here, what we're solid for, let our linebackers led by Justy Seeley do their job, and that's what they did.
I think a key tonight is the fact that Centennial wore down East High's defense in the second half. I may have mentioned that at least 5 or 6 of the Blades played both ways, and they seemed to really suffer from fatigue in the final quarter.
Yeah, and even on the offensive and defensive line, I think was where it was really key, because we started to see that offensive line of Centennial push, and also that defensive line started surging through and getting some sacks. Now, we also saw about 5 or 6 guys for East go down with cramps during this game, so obviously that two-way playing was a factor.
We're going to see a touchdown here, I believe. I guess one of the last touchdowns of the game.
Here is this Hildebrandt's going to just push it over here on a off-tackle play, and nobody touches him, and he dives in.
And that last touchdown was really vintage Centennial, as they just chew up the clock and probably run off about 6 or 7 minutes off the clock and keep the ball on the ground and win the ball game.
Yeah, they didn't leave much time for East to come back and win the game. And like you said, that's their trademark. Their trademark is to wear you down. They want to stay close to the fourth quarter. They believe in the fourth quarter, if they can stay close, they can win by wearing you down.
Next week we have Auburn at South right here on CNNSI, Time Warner Cable Channel 31. And Digital Channel 106. For Brian Adams, I'm Mark Heffernan. Good night from Centennial High School.